All right, welcome everyone to Caston High School in Fulton, Indiana. We are broadcasting from the Comet Crater. Tonight's Hoosier North matchup features the Triton Trojans and the Caston Comets. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me here tonight is Tyler Amsden, Kayden, Hummitch, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting on YouTube in the IHSAA Champions Network. Tonight we feature these two teams in search of their first conference win, as both teams coming off of a loss last week. Caston is led by a familiar face in Chris Ulrich, who's back in charge of the Comets. What his team may lack in numbers, they make up for heart and hard work. They're a tough working group who battle hard from start to finish. Triton opened the season with a win and hung in with LaVille in the first half, and then LaVille came out swinging and never looked back. Coach Younis and his group of Trojans, they have some work to do as they look to rebound here in this one. You know, Tyler, we watched that game last week. It was tough. It was tough last week as far as, you know, they played great in that first half, and unfortunately LaVille is a great team. And then, like I said, you can't win the season in week 2, but the guys this week, the mentality, I think, knowing this group, they went back to work as usual.
Yeah, I think that this week is going to be a good week for them. Get bounce back week, and then next week will be a good week too. So
you know, and for them, you know, in Caston and the team, you know, granted, like they don't have the numbers, and this is a team though that was always impressed me with their work ethic, how hard they go out and work. They could be down whatever on the score, but they don't care. They're going to keep playing fun and having fun and playing football. They have great attitudes. They got great leadership, and with Chris Ulrich back in the helm, he's a guy who had spent several years here coaching, and now he's back at the helm again after a coaching change last season. And his group here, I really like the attitude and everything they said about him. Caston's going to come to battle tonight.
Yeah, they've always been that type, not to give up and come hard to play. So
and you're part of that group here a few years ago when they came back, a very good Caston team. I mean, it came down to the final moments.
Yeah.
And this team here, they will battle from start to finish. And if this game can be ugly, Caston can really flex their muscles and give the Trojans a run for their money, because these guys here, if I'm wearing a Caston uniform tonight, I'm going to do everything in this is my Super Bowl. I'm going to try and knock these guys off. Because, I mean, you look at the
belong here too, so.
Exactly. I mean, and whatever else, this is your home. Come back, come defend your turf. Triton, if you're these guys here, you got to shake off what you did last week. Get back what you're doing well. It looks like we're getting a little bit healthier. Unfortunately, no Josh Lemler here tonight, but it looks like Javen May's back suited up. Cohen Hensley did some nice things. Of course, Anthony Schoen done everything he's done, just shy of 400 yards on the season. So, I mean, look for these guys to bounce back. And I was talking to Riley Wood this week, and he went back. You can see him down there right now. He's ready to rock and roll and get things underway.
Yeah, and Wayne on the defensive end that took Javen's spot, he did pretty good too. I was impressed going up against a good LaVille team.
And it'll be interesting to see what they do how they're going to run their defensive line. If Esai Lemler gets some spots, this is going to be a good game for him. Esai's a guy who's really starting to get things figured out. He is a guy that's going to be extremely special. You know, Cam Shively, that guy, Mr. Dependable. I mean, he's sitting there on third right now in tackles on the team. And, you know, Riley leading the way, and Cole Shively, who does everything well in every facet of the game. Doesn't matter what he's doing, he's going to do a great job no matter what position he's in on the evening. But then you look at everything else everybody's doing. This Triton team is a very good team. That's
what I like about this Triton team. Like, your position's not safe every week. You got to come hard practice and come to play too.
You know, Amari Snyder, also another guy that's leading tacklers. But if this offense can get going, do what they do, that feeds in that defense. But the defense has got to come out swinging out here to start this football game. Just like they did against South Central. You got to come out battling hard, just like they did last week against LaVille. They made LaVille work. And they got to come out with that defensive mentality. This is going to be an interesting game for sure. So with that being said, we're going to get ready to go here. We already have the national anthem. The coin flip just ended. We're getting ready for kickoff. As it nears, we're getting ready to set this. Who will leave tonight with the Comet Crater with their first conference win of the season? Who will it be? We're going to have that coming up here next on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, so Triton will elect to receive as number 21 for the Comets. Grant Yadden will go back to send it down to Benny Prater, who saw that spot last week. Cohen Hensley's on his right hip. And on the left side of him is Jaden Overmeyer, number 3. See if Benny can. They struggled a little bit last week, but Benny came back with the right. He's a young player. That's a young group back there. These guys here, keep an eye on them, what they can do here to start off this one. Caston's ready to the left. He sends a line drive kick, and Hensley's going to take it from his own 11. But it goes through his hands. Now he's going to pick it up inside around the 3 to 2 yard line. Triton's going to get pinned deep if he can't break free. Nice coverage by the Comets. Keep starting them off deep in their own territory. Inside the 5 is where Cole Shively and Anthony Schoen Company will bring their offense out.
We've been having that problem this year with just recovering kicks. A lot of bouncing off the chest pad and all that.
So look, the Trojan offense out there at the bookends is Ethan Howell and Cam Shively with Landon Lemler and Trent Conley at the guard spots with Brady Snyder, the man in the middle. Cole Shively, of course, a quarterback behind him with Anthony Shue. Cohen Hensley out there starting the wingback spot with Cole Irvine and Evan Briles rounding out the group. Dante Workman out there wide receiver. Actually, Mari Snyder starting out there on offense here tonight. As Shively will go to work now from his own 7-yard line. He'll work out of the shotgun. Play action fake. Shively rolls right. Here comes the pressure. He's going to air one deep down here to Mari Snyder. Looks good. Snyder tracks it down and takes it. Snyder, that on net right. That what a play. 43 yards netted on that first opening play. Cole Shively just bested his numbers on the season, coming in with 37 passing yards. What a play.
I like that. Look at the protection right here that he has from his lineman, and then fakes it to Anthony and just looks down deep and launches it. Yeah, I like Mario Snyder got some space, though, from his defender, too.
Noah Hurd down there along that defensive line up next to him is Joshua Sullivan on the outside linebacker spot. The other two down linemen, I believe, is Landon Schaefer. Shue's going to break it to the outside. He's working from his own 48, or from the 48-yard line. Shue is going to punch it in from 48 yards out. And Triton strikes first.
2 plays, 1 touchdown.
There we
That
go
was a
again.
52-yard. Go ahead.
He just slips right through there, and just that one guy, stiff arms, cuts it back inside, and he's on his way.
Oh, it's going to come back. Call that one off as a holding call on the Trojans. We'll bring on back some dirty laundry on the far side of the field.
Cohen's still starting, too, at wingback.
You know, Cohen's one to keep an eye on. I think he's going to have some bright spots. So we kind of started there along the line. You like I said, we had Noah Hurd, Landon Schaefer. Number 4 is out there with number 53. I had everybody down to get things kind of set. I wrote the wrong number down. Tanner Sutton along that line in the linebacking core. So they get set. Gavin Molenkoff back here in the middle linebacker spot. So Grant Yadin's going to put himself at the end of the line on the near side as Shively goes right back to Shue. Shue sees another opening. Shue bounces it outside. Nice blocking by Workman. Shue's going to get ran out there around the the 16-yard line. So they'll mark him out. Nice job there from Gavin Molenkoff to run him out of bounds. When the 5'11", 140-pound freshman runs him out.
I like that play call going right back to Anthony, just switching up the sides.
That's a lot of faith in your, as Coach Younis say, hey, you guys got a penalty, let's go right back at it.
See what.
Oliver Trigg out for defensive back as Yadin's going to cover Dante Workman in the slot. Safety up back is Quinn Kelly for the Comets. Option play, quarterback keeper for Cole Shively as he rumbles through, spinning around. Shively getting close to a first down as they try to push the pile. Cam Shively trying to push it. Evan Briles back there. They're going to have, I believe, it's going to be close.
The whole Trojan was just pushing them.
First down for the Trojans. So Triton started on their own 7-yard line following a 43-yard pass. Ooh. Setting up Anthony Shue getting down there a ways.
Cohen Hensley just went out, and wonder what their formation they're going in.
So Riley Wood, the lumberjack. He'll
Heavy
take his spot in the backfield.
Heavy set.
I love this heavy set that the Trojans run as Shively will work out the shotgun. Cam Shively, Shue, and Wood, the 3 backs, as they're going to load it up for Cole Shively to punch it in from 6 yards out. And Triton strikes first.
I love that. Let's see if we get an instant replay on this. Heavy set. Cameron Shively just goes up right the middle. You can see him pancake that one block, and then Cole just powers through with his legs and gets that last yard to pound it in.
Cole Shively back to kick. Only having missed, I believe, 1 extra point on the season. Irvine to hold. He'll send that one up, and it's good. And Triton will start off with a 7-0 lead after the first minute and a half of the ball game. So you're Caston, go back out, go to work. You know, that you're going against a very tough team, but the attitude by these guys, they responded well. What I really liked, they got beat on that big play on the sideline, but they got the tackling downfield by Caston, trying to force them to the sideline was a really good job of that defense to play heads up and get aggressive after they kind of knew what was going to be thrown at them.
That's what I like, too. See if their offense can get going and maybe make their defense.
Now, this is a team that likes to throw the ball a lot. I mean, watching film with these guys, they like to throw it across the middle. If their guys can get open, the quarterback can do a good job. And I believe Landon Schaefer, he's got a good arm.
Yeah. That's what we've been hurting, though, is defending the pass.
And like I said, and Schaefer's a guy that he's got some accuracy, but if he can if his line can give him some time, give him a chance to get his feet set, he can make you pay.
Yes.
Back deep to return is Quinlan Kelly, the 5'9", 120-pound senior. Works out of the slot usually. He'll be back to do the returning duties for the Comets. It's Cole Shively, as we saw against South Central, and he can send it out the back of the end zone, but he's kicking into the wind here now. That's blowing from the south.
It's a beautiful evening.
It's a great evening for football. I like being outside.
Got that sun just to go down a little bit now. Got nice and cool.
We all kind of huddled in here together. Appreciate Caston making sure we had a spot up here in the press box, above the press box. I'm starting to kind of like it above the press box. I don't know about anybody else, but
I like it. It's nice and cool.
I don't have to step around Orion to see as bad.
So you're going to park out at home. You're going to go up on top now.
Oh, hey. Well, I can't do it at home. Shively low line drive kick. Caston's going to take it from their own 21. Nice return there. As Yadin gets it, he'll take it up.
Tackle by Kendrick. Good tackle.
So Schaefer and company will come out there. As they'll have Alinger, number 54, out there with Noah Hurd, number 64, number 72, Petrie Duval out there. Oliver Trigg's going to come off the field. Schaefer relaying to his offense. Quinlan Kelly will be in the slot spot for them. In the backfield is Evan Howard, number 20. Two wide receivers right. They go back to work. High snap. Schaefer's going to take it, and looky there, the lumberjack.
Oh, my.
Riley Wood got in there. Big contact against Schaefer. Stopped him at the line. No gain.
Nice solo tackle by him. Way to fill in that gap. He came to play. You're right.
You know, and I talked to him. I got to talk to him a little bit last night, and was talking on Twitter. But this kid's fired up. What I really like about Riley is his work ethic. Last week he got frustrated, but this is a guy that's smart, and he recollected his composure, went out and finished the ball game. He's a leader. He's a guy to keep an eye on. Really love his attitude. It's Evan Briles and Eastside Lemler, the two bookends on defense here. Schaefer airing it out. Too high. Amari Snyder intercepts it from the 45. Cuts up field. Amari Snyder still on his feet. And he's going to get tackled right there by number 72, Petrie Duval, as the first Triton interception, I believe, of the year.
Yeah.
Comes up big.
Yeah, on this replay, they just overthrown him and right into the Trojan hands.
It was a good route, though.
It was a great route. I mean, you saw it.
I would come back to that play later on.
Yeah, it was right there. If he would have got the ball thrown right in the right position, that could have been 6 points for the Caston.
Yeah. I mean, Browdebush had the guy beat. Yeah, Snyder was doing his job up over top. I don't think he would have gotten past Mari, but right there was a big play for Caston. They're keeping on their offense. They like to pass the ball, and they can do it effectively.
See what the Trojans can do now. See what they dial up right here.
Cole Irvine's out left with Dante Workman as Shively and Shoe work out of the backfield. They're going to go with Shoe on the sweep to the left. Shoe accelerating, pushing Quinlan Kelly. Stiff arm for beast mode as he's still on his feet and rumbling forward for a big Trojan first down, going from the 32-yard line all the way down to the 16. Gain of 16 on the play for Anthony Shoe.
Broke 4 tackles there?
One thing that's so impressive about Anthony's running style, yes, you talk about running angry. He acts like he's running angry, but really, he's that strong.
Yeah.
Anthony's the happiest guy you'd ever meet, but this guy, when he gets on the field, beast mode kicks in. He is not a guy. He's not. That is a legit stiff arm.
You don't want to meet him when he's angry.
No, I don't. I don't think I would. I told him that once. So linebacking core for Caston, trying to read it here. Shively back to throw. He's going to air it up for Evan Briles. Got to run it down. Evan Briles had it in his hand and could bring it down.
Oh, my.
Now let's look at that again, because, that looked like it was right where it needed to have.
Look at it. Just right through the bread basket.
I think Evan was thinking a little bit deeper, but, like I said, that wind coming in from that south end zone,
he should have caught it.
And Evan's a guy, like I said, once he gets those drops figured out, that receiving threat as a tight end, he's got it. That's a guy to keep an eye on.
He played pretty good against LaVille. He had a couple receptions that game.
He had a nice 16-yarder in that one, absolutely. Shively back under center. Shue and Wood in the backfield. Pitches it out to Anthony Shue. Shue makes his own seam and punches it in from 16 yards out.
I like that. Look at this instant replay. Little pitch out to Anthony. I like the sail block by Evan Bryles and Cone Hensley, and then he just punches in for 6. Does the rest of the work.
All set up from Amari Snyder. Interception. They took deep into Comet territory.
If I'm the Comets offense, I'm going back to that passing play. I mean,
that middle of the field was open.
Yeah. Keep that in the back of your head.
Shively's kick is up, and it splits the uprights as the Trojans take a 2-touchdown lead with 3 minutes gone here. Like I said, Caston, these guys here, they've got a great attitude. These guys are still battling hard. They're talking to one another. I really like this coaching staff that they have down here. These guys here, they really don't change a whole lot, but these guys here, they're tough.
You like it.
Like we said, Anthony Shue now for him on the season. That's his 6th touchdown as he was coming into this one 29 yards away from 400 yards on the season.
Oh, my word. How many yards did he have last season? Like, was it around 1,300?
I had it. I don't have it with me. But, yeah, it was pretty doggone close. It's Cole Shively back to kick again. You know, and the last time Caston got on the kickoff, they had a nice return. They really set their offense up well. They got that last line of defense before it goes back to Quinlan Kelly. You know, we saw Grant Yadden do a good job getting there and try to turn that one. Keep an eye on him and Yaz Yarber. Those guys I'm watching them on film this week. They're very athletic. These guys got some,
Those two, yeah.
And these guys for Caston always impress me. You talk about, I know we have a lot of guys playing both ways, but these guys here, they play the whole game, start to finish. And I'm telling you,
I know how that
football,
feels like.
That is so impressive. And like I said, these guys here, they're fun to watch.
Playing kickoff, return, punt. They're doing it all here.
Shively puts a boot. It's hooking back to the end zone, and Kelly's going to take it from his own 1-yard line. Kelly trying to find some blocking. Kelly up the far sideline. Flag back on the play and gets knocked out of bounds by Cole Shively. But there's a flag back around the 21-yard line.
Oh, my gosh, that hit by Cole Shively.
Fires up the defense. But it was a nice run there by Kelly. Got freed up on that sideline. I thought he was going to go, but Cole Shively preventing the touchdown.
That was a big hit by Cole Shively, but I like that return. I'm surprised he took it from such a deep kick.
Hey, Kelly's in that. He's a fast guy. It's their first penalty on them here tonight. 2 penalties, 1 on each team. So we're going to get a block in the back on the Comets. Unfortunately, that's going to move them back. I believe that'll be from the spot of the foul.
I thought he was going to break it free.
And he took that. He took that 35 yards up to the 36-yard line. So the 35-yard return gets waved off, and they'll start now inside their own 10-yard line at the 9. So Caston
that breeze feels nice.
Had a nice pass to start off. If their line can, like I said, can give Schaefer, who can move around in the pocket and get things, can make something out of nothing. Just give his receivers time. Caston can do some nice things through the air. Lemler's going to bounce outside this outside linebacker spot. Cunningham, Reichert out there on the other side. Wood there, man in the middle for the linebacking core as Shively shifts along the line.
Yeah.
Howard coming here near side. Schaefer patient. Going to go with the drop play up the middle. Trying to find some space. He might have got a yard on the play. That was some nice defense up front by that Trojan front line. As Joshua Sullivan gets a yard on the play. And Oliver Trigg will check in as him, and Evan Howard will change places.
Who they put in for Josh? Was it Tucker on the inside?
I think they're
Eastside.
Eastside's going to bounce out to the. They're going to move Cameron on the interior of the line.
I like that. Those two outside people, Evan and Eastside.
This will be a game where these guys here, if they can make some disruption. 5 wide receivers, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Kelly goes in motion. Hands it off to him on the sweep. Kelly gets to the outside. Riley Wood slows him down for the whole Trojan crew to come in there, and it's going to be a loss, I believe, of 2 on the play. They're going to give him forward progress, and I think no gain on the play.
But a fly in there, though. Riley stopped that big run, and then.
And I think we may have an unsportsmanlike conduct on somebody down here. I'm going to guess it's on the Trojans as giving the officials pointing fingers.
Got to keep our heads on a swivel here.
I think it's going to be on Landon Lemler. Personal foul on the Trojans. And that right there will, I believe, give the Comets a fresh set of downs.
Yeah. I like that 5 wide, though, having 5 receivers.
Hey, that opens things up. That gives, like you said, overloading this side of those 3 wideouts because these Caston receivers can block pretty well downfield. That gives your speedster and Quinlan Kelly, gives him a chance to get some open space and try to get himself in the open field. I like that.
And our quarterback has an arm, too.
So here we go now. Raudebush in the tight end spot here on the near side. As Trigg will come in. As Trigg will get set on the far side. That'll leave Howard to work out of the slot. Schaefer out of the shotgun. He's going to give it right off to the outside. Nice run outside. Oh, he's walking down the tightrope. There goes Joshua Sullivan, and Anthony Shoes forces him out. What a play by Caston. I said that down the field blocking, and right there, another guy, Joshua Sullivan.
I like that run. Way to seal that outside right there. I like that.
Good play by the Comets, getting fired up, making something out of that penalty, giving them new life here on this second drive.
That footwork was amazing.
I mean, and seeing that up close, I mean, he had to walk a tightrope. That was a heck of a play right there from Joshua Sullivan. Nice running play there for the Comets.
When you said Anthony Shea, I was like, wow, he's in. Yeah, he was in for Amari.
I had to take a quick look up there. I saw it too. I'm like, well, that's Anthony. Yeah, there you go.
Heck?
Landon Alinger, the center, the freshman center, gets placed over top of the ball as Schaefer works out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to his right. Going to go right back to Sullivan up the middle. And Braden Cunningham making the initial stop as Eastside Lemler and company helps bring him down.
These running backs do not stop moving their feet after that first hit.
These guys here, they're strong runners. And like I said, this is a well-conditioned group. They've got to be. I mean, unfortunately, this is a young group for them, but this is, like I said, this is a group that's played football since their freshman year. A lot of these guys, this is a tough group. We're going to get our first time out of the game, I believe. For the Trojans, they'll take their first time out. Kayden, you doing all right down there?
Yeah.
Can move your mic down a little bit there, pal. Rookie.
I just don't want to breathe into it.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Just don't eat it. That's kind of what Orion usually says. It's not to eat it. But Kayden, for you up here, I mean, you've done the film. You've watched these guys the first couple weeks. What are your thoughts thus far on this Caston team moving the ball really well? What do you think? You've watched football here and you watch it at home, so don't tell me you don't know what's going on out there.
I barely watch it at home.
Well, he makes it look like he's good, but he's playing on his phone.
He's probably playing Minecraft. Is that what you're doing?
Number 1, I don't have Minecraft on my phone.
They have it on the Switch.
Yeah, I do.
Well, hey. Well, what do you think? What nice things are you seeing out there on the field tonight for either us or them? Come on, 12-year-old. Let's go, 7th grader. May give your input. There ain't many 12-year-olds broadcast tonight, so you might as well get your input in, buddy.
That is true.
So after the timeout, 2nd down and 8 from the Trojan 36. Looks like the ball's on the 37 from here. As Schaefer will go back to work on the shotgun. Sullivan's on his right hip. See if those bookends for Caston can open something up. Snaps high, but he can rouse it. But here comes Cam Shively, the big man leading the charge, and brings him down back behind the line for a loss there.
He blew that play up. Wow.
And Cam's he's a strong guy.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a guy that can bull his way through.
Sure. Yep, we got time here.
Look at this instant replay. Watch Cameron Shively just
step around.
Yeah, step around the guy. I mean, and Eastside Lemler was on the tackle too.
And Eastside in good pursuit. I mean, like I said, not one guy trying to drive the nail home. Someone's going in and make that first contact and let everybody else come drive it in.
I like it.
Oh, yeah. You guys don't know Eastside's other nickname.
Eastside's got another nickname?
Sparky.
Hey, Sparky, if he keeps doing what he's doing, he's going to spark up the – he's sparking that defensive line right now on the end. Schaefer back to throw with 5 wide receivers. That one goes up, and Reichert, Caston won the flag. There was a lot of contact with him and Sullivan. No call.
Yeah, it looked like on the replay, it looked like he was right there
Yeah.
at his hands.
I think it was they're going to probably call it was a good battle. It was up, and
Yep.
Sullivan had a chance, but Reich with some nice defense.
Just enough in there to knock it away.
4th down and 12 now. Workman's kind of patrolling out there, seeing if they're going to send a kick team. I think they're going to go for a play here.
Yeah, if they don't, I mean, they can pin the Trojans back in their own territory.
Looks like they're going to do. Schaefer's going to work out the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Gets a snap from his own 41, from the Trojan 41, goes back to throw. Has a guy wide open in Yadin, and I believe it's a 4th down conversion for the Comets. What a play there.
Out. Yep.
From the 41 all the way down.
Yeah, watch it. You can see him just step right into that nice open area. Just right over the top. Good shot. Right what they needed.
A nice passing play of 23 yards, I believe. I could be wrong.
I'm not even going to try to.
I'm not going to try. I keep trying to work on this stuff here. 2 wide receivers left now for Yadin. Flag on the play. Sullivan's got a nice lane, gets brought down. This one might be coming back.
They're getting some stuff rolling, though, and then this can
Schaefer,
get their defense rolling up, too.
I'll tell you what, Schaefer doing a nice job of that quarterback spot. I believe that Caston's backing up. They're going to go false start on the offense. Both teams with 2 penalties here in this opening quarter of play. Like I said right there, that was a great job by them. They recognized the safety was kind of slow getting set, and Triton expecting something short. And a great route by Grant Yadin to get up himself opened up and bring that one in.
Yeah. I was shocked they went for it at first. I was like, see what they dial up.
I mean, you're in plus territory, so I mean that right there. I really like that call from Coach Ulrich. I think that was a smart play right there. I like the aggressiveness here in the opening quarter. Kelly's out there all by himself to the right. 2 wide receivers here to the near side, and Raudebush and Trigg as Schaefer goes to Sullivan. Sullivan trying to go through. Riley Wood, the lumberjack, finding his way through the forest to bring that one down.
The lumberjack is.
Telling you.
We're getting the good view up here. You can see the good hits, and
you're seeing him slither his way through. And I know Riley's Kayden's favorite player. Kayden likes Riley. You like the lumberjack, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a favorite player? You're still working on it. You talk about Riley a little bit at home. We talk about his hits a lot.
Yeah.
Schaefer out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers left and right. So he goes to Sullivan up the middle. Nice play. Has got him beat. Sullivan gets a run, and it's going to be enough, I believe, for a Caston 1st down.
I like the way he just slithered his way too.
I believe a 15-yard carry on the play. They're finding their interior offensive line is really spreading the Trojans out.
Those are huge.
Like I said, with the freshman up front and Landon Alinger, 16 yards on the carry. 1st down and goal now for the Comets as they're knocking on the door here with 4:25 to go here in the 1st quarter. Alinger will go up to his spot. Like I said, that guard play there from Duval and Levi Martin doing a great job up front for the Comets. Schaefer sends Kelly in motion, going to keep it himself. The quarterback's going to try to punch his way through. Schaefer still on his feet and driving. Schaefer punches it in from 8 yards out.
They came to play.
Caston's on the board.
Watch this, how he just keeps on his feet.
Watch this instant replay. Nice. Takes it there and then carries bodies with him. And then his linemen just push him on in.
Yep, gets him far enough so when he falls ahead, he's going to be across that line.
So both teams on their first trip to the red zone, hitting pay dirt both times. I told you, Caston, don't sleep on them. This is a tough group. His back to kick now is Gavin Muhlenkoff. I believe Evan Howard to hold. Low snap, bobbled, and the Trojans will get there, and the point after touchdown is no good. As Triton will hang on to their 14-6 lead, but Caston, after getting a big penalty go their way. Really makes the Trojans pay for it and finds Pater on their second drive.
Yeah, that play right there.
So if you're a senior leader down there for Triton, you know, okay, like this is the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. You know, what are you down there if you're a senior telling those guys, get your head in the game? I mean,
Yeah,
hey, it's not worth it. I mean,
focus up. Just keep your head. They're gonna talk. We're gonna be quiet and let our game speak.
I mean, you're one of those senior leaders. You grab a hold of the face mask. Your guys say, "Hey, back off. Just walk. Just move.
Just play the game."
You know, in Caston, but you know, this is a group here. This is a tough group. You know, they're fired up, and they have every right to be fired up because they're playing great football here in this first quarter.
Yeah.
4:05 to go in the first. We'll see what the Caston defense can do here as Triton has scored on their opening 2 possessions. As Vinny Prater, Hensley, and Overmeyer go back deep to return. Big thing for this return team, look it in.
Yeah.
If you're Tanner Whithoyo, keep yourself ready. They're in that, and Corey Hill and Riker be ready in that second line.
Get on your blocks and just keep blocking.
Grant Yaden out of kick. My apologies on the last name pronunciation. Yaden sends a line drive. Hensley calls for it, takes it from inside his own 15. Hensley trying to follow his blockers to the front. Hensley has a lane, runs into his own guy. Oh no, we got 2 guys tied up down here. As I believe Kelly and Colton Reynolds getting tied up. Didn't quite see what was going on down here on this near sideline. A personal fouls call is coming here eventually.
Man. This is on the Trojans.
Either way, for either team, it's going to be their 3rd penalty
Yeah.
of this first quarter. As they're down here talking to Kelly, they're going to call personal foul against the Trojans. Tensions are kind of wearing high. The 3rd and the 2nd personal foul penalty on the Triton here in this first quarter.
Yeah, it's only the first quarter, too.
Coach Whitaker talking on the far side there to Colton Reynolds. The freshman, you know, getting out there. Like I said, motions are high. These 2 teams, they came aggressive to play tonight. I love the aggressiveness between these 2 teams, but got to keep your attitude. You got to keep your composure in check. Either way.
Javen May's back in, too.
So Javen missed last week. He was out with injury. He's back to go. Javen's a good athlete. Keep an eye on him as he's going to take that wing back spot for the Trojans. Dante Workman's also out there for Triton. As Irvine and Workman will come out to the 2 wide receivers to the right. Javen May and Evan Briles in that tight end and wing back spot. Anthony Shue in the backfield with Cole Shively. 1st and 10 from their own 18. Shively goes to work. Pitches outside to Anthony Shue. Shue trying to bounce away from Yaden. Finds his way. Anthony Shue. Anthony Shue stiff arms and a walk a tightrope, but he'll step out. About the 32-yard line is where he'll get. So move the chains for the Trojans.
I like those blocks on the outside. Allows Anthony to just kick it outside and use his strength. And I like those blocks a lot.
14-yard gain on the carry. Shively goes back to work on the shotgun. We're going to flip things around here. Caston trying to get penetration. Shively has an empty backfield, throwing it up deep, airing it up for Javen May. Throws it in front, but couldn't quite get there. What a nice pressure there from Evan Howard. Had a free run on Shively. As Javen May, the intended receiver down the field, had the opening there, just couldn't quite get there in time. 2nd down and 10 coming up. I think it's the right call. It was a good, nice dialed up play. Shively got outside, but it was a good rush there by Howard.
Cole Irvine had lots of room, too.
I like Shively coming out and throwing the ball here in this one.
Use his arm a lot more. He has a good arm.
Shue and Riley Wood in the backfield. Irvine's out by himself to the left. Riley Wood, the Lumberjack, gets the carry. What a tackle right there along the line by Gavin Molenkoff.
That's a good gain, too, by Riley for a fullback. I mean, that's what you want from your fullback, to gain 3 to 4 yards every carry.
And the explosiveness from Riley to find that hole, accelerate through it, but a nice tackle in the open field there by Molenkoff. Will force third down.
Take the Lumberjack down.
And 6 now from the 41. I think it's third down. Irvine out by himself to the left. Shoe's going to get it. He's going to try to push these blockers up front. And Caston forces a fourth down. Good defensive stand for the Comets. As that'll bring up fourth down.
And they're punting, it looks like.
So Cole Shively will go back to kick as they send the offensive unit out.
Does not look like a happy Younis on that sideline.
And in Anthony's credit there, I mean, not real patient. I mean, Trenton Conley wasn't quite pulling in place just in time for him. That's why you saw Anthony kind of get his hand out there and kind of move him out of the way. Got to be patient, let those holes develop. He's a guy, he'll figure it out. Anthony's a very smart runner. Shively with a high booming kick. Kelly will take it. He'll fumble it as it's a fight for the football. I think Caston still has it as it kind of went off him on the 26.
He recovered it, looks like.
And Kelly gets his own muffed kick. And he'll start from the 30-yard line. The Trojan defense need to pony up here. That secondary's got to come to play now because this Caston team's throwing it around the yard pretty well.
After your offense scored, now your defense got a shutout. Now fires up the offense even more.
I know, and I like the call not going for it. I mean, I'd like to see you go for it because you got a tough running crew, but I think right there is humble yourselves, kind of get your guys' attitudes back in check.
You can definitely tell the offense just wasn't.
You know, and
I think the boys came in here just expecting
Caston to just move out of the way, and you cannot overlook Caston.
No.
You know, and this is a tough group. I mean, Caston's always impressed me. They're a tough group. They're going to do some nice things. Schaefer works out of the shotgun, goes to Sullivan on the other side. But here, like I said, the Trojan defense stands tall and forces no gain on the play as Sullivan couldn't quite break through that Trojan front line. The Caston faithful packing the stands here tonight.
Even filled the sideline up too with a couple lawn chairs.
I kind of like that.
I do like that.
Sitting down here along the side, I do like that. I mean, they don't have it. It's not like it's a track where you got the fence around the outside. I do kind of like that. You get a chance to sit down there on the sideline.
Close up to the game too.
Schaefer out of the shotgun, second down and 10 from his own 30. 2 wide receivers to the right. He drops back, throws it up in a hurry, and Trigg, I believe, trapped it. And he'll get the catch. And a gain of 7 on the play.
I like that route, little stop. He went for a little 5 to 6 yard out and then came back.
Whitaker trying to give him some cushion. Talking to his defensive backs back there as they're trying to get the thing sorted out. Inside the final minute here. A couple more plays will see us into the second quarter as Caston trailing by 1 score on the board as they're driving pretty well here.
Yeah.
3rd down and 4.
That should be 45 seconds on the clock as it's counting down.
Schaefer has his option, high pass.
He just overthrown them just a little bit.
As Grant Yaden had open field in front of him. That'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the special teams unit for the Comets.
I like how they're passing a lot more though.
That was a good stand by the Trojans. I liked, they came out, they played a little bit better there. Like I said, the defensive backs are got to get things kind of straightened out because this defensive line, you give them some time, they're going to break through. But I love Schaefer getting that ball out quick. I mean, he's got that ball just for a couple seconds, and it's getting out. He's fine. He's reading the field. He sees his first read not there. He looks for his second, and then he keeps right on going. I really like it. And I believe a timeout for the Trojans defense, special teams, as that'll be their second timeout here in the first half.
First quarter even.
First quarter.
See, they're missing some personnel out there.
So Kayden and Orion had to hold the fort down this week.
Yeah.
I was MIA for a few days.
Yep. So you're all
trained up.
Trained up, yep, that'd be the way to put it.
At least on the series I'll be working on now. It was fun. I didn't like being in a hotel room all week. That was kind of disappointing, but.
Well, let's see, if you're all cooped up, you can look around here, you see all those marks. They're getting prepared for tomorrow. They got their holding their big cross country. Triton will be down here, representative, girls and boys.
You know, and you've always talked pretty highly about their cross country meet they run down here.
Yeah, they've always get a lot of people coming in, do this one. It's always kind of always seemed like we play Caston football Friday night and then Saturday down here for their invitational.
It's kind of like my neck of the woods when it's the Blueberry Festival. It's Warsaw and Plymouth squaring off against each other.
Yep.
So always kind of two things kind of go together. So Schaefer, now they're going to go for it. They're going to work out of the shotgun. Going to spread out 5 wide, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Triton's got to get going here. And Ulrich not happy because they couldn't get set in time.
That was going to be a good play, too, because Triton does not have the personnel that they usually do for defense. They have the punt.
This is a lucky break for them because now this defensive group's got to get out there. Now, if you're those defensive backs, are you pressing these guys, jamming these guys off the line?
That's what I would be doing.
Or are you giving them a couple yards cushion?
They've been giving them a couple yards cushion, and then they just come back for a little out route. And
biggest thing, no penalties if you're Triton. That last penalty led Caston all the way down for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Impressive group down there for the Comets, fighting hard. That's a first timeout taken by Caston here in this first quarter. As they get set, they're going to change up 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left for Schaefer. As he'll work, standing on his own 30. The ball's marked to the 36. 4th down and 4. Schaefer drops back, looking right, has a guy. Yaden's wide open, all by himself. Plenty of real estate as Snyder brings him down.
Did you see how he turned around? I was like, oh my gosh, no Trojans around.
And he kind of caught it.
Look at this instant replay. I like the protection they got. Look at this. Nice protection, and it hits it. And watch, he's like stunned. There's like no Trojans there.
So what a play there, down to the 31, 27 seconds to go here. One more play here in this first quarter. As this Comet offense throwing the ball around the yard, wide open guys.
Looks like they're going back to it too.
Might as well go work with what's going here. Lemler's going to be covering Sullivan here on the near side. Keep an eye on that matchup. Snyder's going to overload on the far side. They're letting this one go all the way down. 2 seconds. 1. There's the snap. Schaefer looks right. Goes short to Kelly. Kelly trying to bounce out, stiff arm, and he's still on his feet. And that's going to do it for the first quarter as the Comets here trailed by a score as the Trojans up 14-6 going into the second quarter here from the Comet Crater. You going to do a commercial or
what do we got? Yeah, we got a little time in here.
All right, so we'll take a break and we'll be right here after this message from the IHSAA.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Yep.
Look at those in a minute. So, all right, we're back here from the Comet Crater. Trojans lead 14-6, but Caston is driving.
See what? Looks like they're about to pass again.
And Schaefer is finding open spots in the zone. As Lemler's going to cover over there in the slot. There's Reichert, Irvine, and Cole Shively now bouncing out to the outside as they go to cover.
Watch the right side. They have
Schaefer
no
likes going to the
protection.
right.
Yeah, they have no protection over the top either, so they're one-on-one.
I think if you're right here, if you're Coach Whitaker, do you bounce Cunningham back to try to take that other safety spot, trying to run two safety spots?
That's what I'm thinking.
See, this Trojan front line can get going here. Tucker Worsham tried a nice move. As Trigg gets on the outside, another first down for the Comets as they move the chains again.
He's hit number 8 for consecutive passes now.
That's the 6th first down for the Comets here. As through the air.
Yeah, how many are through the air?
He's 4 of 7 for 66 yards. As Schaefer tossing around the yard, doing extremely well. That's our 6th first down here of the ball game. They read off a smaller screen. We don't have the big screen this week. I guess Kayden, now you guys headset on, right? Schaefer now, 1st and 10 from the 15. Gonna go the draw play, trying to direct traffic. Nice play by Tucker Worsham.
See, the Trojans are ripping at that ball, but they're holding on tight.
Like I said, this is a tough group. And Riley Wood in on the tackle as well.
I think for the Caston, time is their friend. The longer you keep that offense off for the Trojans, the better.
And, and keep doing the things you're doing. That's frustrating the Trojans right now as they're trying to get some offense going and trying to get some good things going.
It's hard to do that when your defense is out there. And
and Caston's converted on 2 4th downs.
it's a lot of momentum right there.
Schaefer out of the shotgun. Going to send Howard in motion. He's going to get on the sweep. Nice play. Landon Lemler coming off the blocker. As Lemler gets.
Way to get off that block and just blows up that play.
It was a nice job. Wrapped him up. Took down the ball carrier. It was a good play there by Landon Lemler.
You think if they don't get close to the change, you think they go for it? Or
I think you do. You're in plus territory. You know you're throwing it through the air well.
You got the defense on their feet.
As that loss on the play moves them back 3rd down and 12. 3rd down and 14. Really? Okay. Schaefer now out of the shotgun. And a flag quickly on the play as this will be our first penalty of the second quarter, and it belongs to the Comets. That'll be their 3rd of the game. Both teams with 3 penalties in this ball game, so that'll move them back for a 3rd down and long.
What was it for?
Situation. I believe it was. I didn't quite see. I was looking at something else. So Schaefer now moved back 3rd down and 19. So moves him back 5. Two wide receivers to the left, one to the right.
The Trojans
back. Up top, Snyder almost gets his 2nd interception as just overthrows Raudebusch. And a flag on the far side of the field.
Another one.
And Coach Younis believes he's going to decline it, so I got a feeling this is on the Comets. So we get a hold on the offense. Back-to-back penalties for the Comets on back-to-back plays. The offense stalling just a little bit here.
See what they draw up here. See if it's a pass, another passing play.
On Sullivan. Joshua Sullivan, number 10, the guy leading the way in receiving yards here tonight. 50 yards even. So 4th down and long. Schaefer drops back. Goes across the middle. Knocked away from Riley Wood as the Lumberjack knocks it down, and the Trojans take over. So right there, that's a big momentum play for Triton's offense. Now you got to come out and do your job. The blocking needs to be better up front. Get things kind of straightened out. If you get a chance to make a play on the ball, 2 hands, bring it in.
Yeah, when in doubt, give it to Anthony.
Like I said, he's talking to his front line there. I like that. Anthony's a good communicator on that offense. He'll talk to his line and say, hey, I need a little bit more time.
He always puts his He always congratulates them after every game, gets a photo with them.
Exactly. I mean, that's a big thing there. Those guys are blocking for you, opening the lanes up for you up front. Shu's going to get it. Speaking of him, to the right side. Shu from his own 23. Anthony Shu down the far sideline as Trigg trying to get there to bring him down, and he'll slow him down. Shu falls inside the 15, down to the 10. Mark the 12.
I did not think he was going to get caught.
I say, the way he was cutting through here.
Yeah.
We got a flag back here on the 25-yard line.
I think it's going to be for a horse collar.
Yeah, he pretty well got
Yeah.
untouched till he got all the way down
wide,
right
yeah.
at the end.
Nice play by Trigg to run him down. Shows the athleticism.
Anthony's a fast dude, too, so.
We saw him punch one in from 68 yards last week. He had a 70-yard run in the game against South Central. It's one of 4 plays from, I believe, was one of the 4 longest plays in week 1 in the state of Indiana on that 70-yard run.
Wow.
So do they pick up the flag? Horse collar on the Comets. It's their 5th penalty. 3rd here in this quarter.
See if the Trojans can punch it in right here.
No Anthony Shu out there on the field. They're going to move, I believe Vinny Prater's out there. I believe we have a hurt Comet. They want him to get a little further off the field. He might have some cramping. Hope he's all right. Man in questions, Oliver Trigg, who had to run him down.
Yeah.
I'd be that was some heavy duty lifting there for that young man, the 6'4", 180-pound sophomore. Some running to do. That's not an easy guy to bring down either, buddy.
No.
That guy there gets a little bit of a break. Well earned. Shively works out the shotgun.
I like this, putting Vinny in.
Cole Shively's going to try to punch it in from 6 yards out. Shively up in the air. Shades of John Elway going up over the defense. Wasn't the helicopter, though. But, hey, shades of Elway, though. He went airborne. Down to the 1, 5 yards on the carry.
And
that was for you, Kayden.
He's focused.
He's focused. Doing a good job running the main camera for us tonight.
Thanks.
He's been doing a good job under the tutelage of the Hall of Famer. Anthony Shu back in the ball game.
coming out in heavy set again.
For Shiva to punch this one in from 1 yard out. Gonna go to reverse to Anthony Shu, and he'll punch it in from 1 yard out. Anthony Shu with his 7th touchdown on the season, punches it in from a yard away, following that big run that set that up inside the goal line.
Looks like they might go for 2. Pretty smart because Caston missed that 1 field goal. Extra point.
Trying to keep it out of reach. This is a Trojan team that can hit those home run balls and score in a hurry.
Yeah.
And Caston moving the ball extremely well.
Yeah, you saw Caston. They can do it too.
Exactly. Jumbo set for the Trojans. Shivy's trying to thread the needle all his way through, and Shively punches it in for the 2-point conversion is good.
Goes up in the air again.
I'm telling you. Cole Shively, one heck of an athlete as he puts his Trojans up 22-6. Caston set to return. So, Kayden, we were told by some fans that we need to get some more content of Kayden talking. So what are you liking most about running the cameras? Doing the stuff you're doing, learning from Orion. What's the biggest thing you've learned from Orion?
Yeah.
Well, we can't hear you. You got to talk.
Where to, follow the ball and see so you can see where it's going. And
well, you've done a fine job. Coach Haynes gave you a big compliment of running the end zone camera last week. You got a little cold, though. Yeah, you got a little cold, though, but it's all right. We learned to pack for layers, didn't we?
Yep.
So were you enjoying? You're doing volleyball. You're doing football. It looks like you're having a lot of fun. We talked about it at home. You seem to really like it.
I do.
So you got the big parade on Monday.
Yes, I do.
Your first big FFA event.
Well, looks like they got tractor and wagon put together for their float. Be on.
Yes, sir, we do.
Did you put it together?
I helped.
You didn't use duct tape and bubble gum or anything, did you? Was there a small amount of duct tape used? It's okay to use
There's a
duct
little
tape.
bit of duct
That's the
tape, yeah.
handyman's secret weapon, according to Red Green. Just saying, that's the handyman's secret weapon.
That's what all dads say. When in doubt, use duct tape.
Hey, it works. I fixed a machine once with duct tape. It worked for a week till I got the new part.
Really?
I did. They ran paper for a week. It worked. So Shively now back to kick. Had a long kick, but Kelly took it a long way the last time he had an opportunity at this one. Shively out the wind to his back, end over end. Kelly's going to take it from the 7-yard line as he's going to take off. The athlete for Caston on his way through. Brayton Cunningham blowing it up.
Good hit. Way to rally right there for all the Trojans to come through and clean that up.
I believe that was Cunningham. Yeah, it was.
Don't let him take that one again.
Braden's been working on that inside linebacker spot. He's a guy who's hungry to tackle.
All conference last year.
Yep, led the team in tackles a season ago. Very good leader on that field for this Trojan defense.
Yes. Watch Riley, though. Riley's coming for that all-conference this year, too.
You know, Riley's a hungry player. I mean, one of my favorite linebackers to watch, just how he moves the field, how he fires his guys up.
Right there, you were just talking about it. Way to get his guys fired up and pointing out what they need to do and all that.
He kind of reminds that Ray Lewis type of just motivator on the field.
Now you think about it.
4 wide receiver set, 2 to the left as they're going to send Sullivan in motion. And that's where they're going to go with him on the sweep as he goes through. East side, Lemler. Sparky gets through the line.
Man, he is going to be – he's only a sophomore, so by his senior year.
I'm telling you, and he's really came on this year. Last year, kind of a freshman, did a real good job as a freshman. Coming alive. I like Wayne Reichert being out there. He's done some nice things here this season.
Yeah, Wayne's going to be pretty good.
Strong, fast, sees the field well, aggressive player.
They all seem hungry, too.
And that's one thing about this defense is they kind of have that edge of hunger out there. I mean, that front line really kind of setting the tone, the linebacking crew, the communication. They're going to overload the left side. 5 wide receivers on the field. 2nd down and 10 from their own 21. And a timeout up for Caston. They'll use their 2nd timeout, I believe.
The clock was down to 1.
Ulrich talking to Kelly. Trying to sort things out. As we noted earlier, Ulrich back in charge for the Comets this season. 66 wins in his 20 seasons. I feel like that was right. Yep, 66 wins in 20 seasons at Caston. He's back out there. His offense looking really good here. I mean, he had some nice seasons with this Caston group down here. He's done a great job with them. So Ryan going to go try another camera. So Ryan's going to go down. Kayden, you're in charge. Everybody's viewing, buddy. Doing a good job. Of course, I'm Andy O'Hara with Tyler Amsden, former Triton football player, up here with us in the booth this season. Kenny Barnhart doing his thing until harvest.
Yep, we get all the bugs worked out so you guys can get her all going.
That'd be Caden's 2nd job, right?
What?
He'd be all right. He'd be all right. They won't let. We can't let the other Kaden touch stuff. He breaks things. I bet I'll get a text message here shortly after that one. So here we go. 2nd down and 10 from their own 21. 8:13 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Triton leads by 2 scores. But Schaefer, 4 wide receiver set to the left, to the right.
Trojans are late to get set.
Looks right, trying to go with the quick hitter to Kelly. Nice job there. But a good pursuit by the Trojans as Landon Lemler forces him out of bounds.
Going with those quick throws, too.
And, hey, those work. When you have your secondary playing off like that, those little quick outs, those little quick ins, I mean, the little comeback
5 yards
routes,
a pop. I mean,
it's just the same as running the football 5
Yeah.
yards. Just keep moving the chains, keep that clock rolling, keep yourself in the ball game. That's what Caston's done extremely well here in this ball game.
like I said, they're taking that play clock away from the offense of the Triton. So
good game plan. As Lemler and Riker, they're going to exchange places. Snyder's going to load up here on this near side to try to help with Kelly, who's got some over-the-top speed. Schaefer looks down to the middle of the field. He's going to try to lean it up, and he'll get sacked. Cam Shively rumbling through the line to bring him down. Good pressure there by that Trojan defense on the interior.
was he down before he threw it?
We can look really quick here.
I think that's what he's calling. Way to get pressure through the hole.
Yeah, his knee, he was hit.
Down, so a sack for Cam Shively.
Cam Shiley is pretty quick off that line.
You know, and I said this when he played basketball. Cam has had probably some of the best feet how he moves. He's light on his feet, but he moves extremely well. So Workman back deep to return. As Schaefer now, the quarterback back to punt. Watch Evan Briles. He's got some pressure a lot of times on the special teams. Briles gets his hands up, almost gets there. Nice kick, end over end. Bounces the 42 and takes a cast and roll all the way down to the 42 of the Trojans, is where Cole Shively and company of the offense back out on the field. 3 for 4 in their drives. Started with 2 touchdowns, a punt, and then they saw that last big run from Anthony Shue, punching it in from 1 yard out. Trojans working hard in this one. Caston matching them.
See if the offense can score before halftime.
I think the guys down underneath, our stats guys, helping us out. Speaking of which, where's he made it down to?
That's where I was looking. Because we lost connection.
Uh-oh.
He's saying uh-oh for.
Lost connection.
We lost connection.
That'll be all right. Shiva now goes up. Vinny Prater, the freshman, taking off. Vinny Prater still on his feet. And Prater gets brought down after a nice game from the 42 deep into Caston territory. Brought down by Grant Yaden.
About time he's getting some varsity time.
Hey, the freshman, he's earning it. And right there, runs like that. Big thing is, got to keep protection of that ball.
Yeah.
He did a good job there at the end. He really clamped down on it. What a play there from Vinny Prater. And the offensive line opening up a gaping hole up the middle. That interior line did a good job.
This Caston team's pretty fast, though.
They're quick. There's some athletes out there. It's Brady Snyder and I believe that was Trent Conley open up the hole there. Shively right back to Vinny Prater, fumbles it, and Caston takes over.
We were just talking about that, too.
Let's see how he got hit there.
It looked like the helmet just hit right on that ball.
Kind of got him in the arm and pulled his arm and let it pop out.
Triton will turn it over. Caston backed up in their own territory, but a big momentum play for the Comets. And Noah Hurd, the man for Caston, to come away with the ball. Anthony Shute had a play on it, but Hurd got there faster.
Looked like the Trojans were about to pound it in one more time before halftime.
I love the fight of these Comets here tonight. 4 wide receivers set for Schaefer as he's first down from his own 20-yard line. Calls for it. Looking to go out. High pass, too high, intended for Evan Howard here on the near side. Nice defensive stand there from Cole Shively, applying the pressure.
He's a really good corner.
And what I really like the Schaefer does, he gets that ball and he has his 2 spots picked. If the second one's not there, and then he bounces out, but he's in that. That ball's getting out in his moments. He doesn't hang on to it. Only 1 sack on the night for him.
He knows that defensive line's pretty good, how they can get in there pretty fast.
Where'd he end up?
Oh, I haven't got a good enough picture yet to see where he's at.
2nd down and 10 now for Schaefer. Going to go right to Sullivan, but here comes Eastside Lemler and Evan Briles to finish him off. No gain on the carry. Might have been a loss of 2. Another nice defensive stand by that Trojan front line.
Those two are really good once they get going. Once they get in the groove of things, those two can tear up a play.
It's still not connecting. We need to mute you. That's okay. It happens. Schaefer now 3rd down and 11. Loss of 1 on the play. Caston throwing it right. Wayne Reichert gets there and knocks away another play from the nice play from the missile on another good defensive play by Wayne Reichert. I mean, watch him. I mean, he went right for that ball. He targeted in. He zeroed in. Watch him get there and defend that.
He knew he wasn't going to catch it, but at least he could break it up.
Oh, I thought he was going to get a pick 6 right there if he was a little quicker.
Yeah, 1 step ahead.
Watching it live.
So Schaefer back for his 2nd punt. Workman back deep to return. Bryles almost got a hand on it last time. So work from the near side. Schaefer back deep. High snap, gets in his own end zone, slips. Here it goes through.
I'm surprised he got that off.
Drops and rolls. Another cast and roll up to the 44-yard line. A flag here on the near side. Right here in front of us here. Might be on Caston. There's a flag in the back there. I kind of figured it might have been running into the kicker because he might have caught him there on the end as well. Schaefer slipped a little bit, but we got 2 flags on the play. So might be 1 penalty for each team. That's one from the back judge and one here on the sideline judge on the near side.
Oh, there he is.
We'll have to get a new poll going. Where's Orion? So, see what they call here. This is the head official having his word. I want to appreciate this officiating crew for being out here tonight, here on a Friday night. I think we're going to call a personal foul for the running into the kicker, I believe. Trying to get things sorted out. Patiently waiting. They're sorting things out. So the official goes back. He's back to pick up his flag. Still no call yet. Might be a sideline warning on Caston, I believe. But I think the running into the kicker is going to move the chains, and the Comets are back on offense. At least I'm not sure what's going on yet.
All over the place.
Oh, man. We'll be there next week.
Live from Bloomington.
Live from Bloomington. So running the kicker on the Trojans. Or I guess a personal foul on the Trojans. Well, they'll keep the ball now inside the 49. Horse collar is what they called. So get things sorted out. Triton's going to now start from the Caston 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the Trojans. One wide receiver split to each side for Shively as he goes back to throw. Looking left, Workman here in the slot. Dante Workman gets his hands on. Nice catch from Dante Workman. Sure, his mom across the way liking that was Workman a little shaken up, coming back up.
No one was outside guarding Cole Irvine. He was wide open. There was no corner out there. Surprised they didn't read that faster, putting on a hot streak.
Irvine and Workman come here on the near side. Officials timeout. I believe they switched the football. 5:14 to go. 2nd down and 6 from the Caston 45. Shue up the middle. Anthony Shue rumbling his way through, directing traffic all the way up. And a first down as he was directing Pierce Brookins, who was out there leading the way.
I like that. Pierce Brookins is in.
Oh, and Pierce is another one. He played a lot of center last year, but he's a guy now in that tight end spot. He's athletic enough. He's a good blocker. A good blocking tight end for Triton.
Just went out, too. I think Evan Bryles just came back in for him. But, yeah, he's a pretty good blocker.
So looking good now here. 1st and 10 for the Trojans following that run by Anthony Shue. Shively goes back to work. Roudabush is going to cover Irvine on the far side. Trigg is going to cover Dante Workman. Shively back deep to throw. He has Anthony Shue. High pass. Shue through his hands.
Ooh.
He'd have had 6 if he could have held on to it.
You know that one's going to eat him alive.
It looked like it was right there.
Yeah, right through the hands.
Yep.
It's 2nd down now.
Cole Shively has been throwing the ball pretty good, though. The receivers just could haul it in.
Sure, it'll be a halftime conversation as Shiley rolls right. Irvine up the middle. He's going to go to Evan Browse. Sure-handed there on that catch, and then Evan Browse with a nice catch and run there. Yards after the catch. It was a good play. Nice job by Shively to see him open and lead him out and lead him to a nice spot for him a chance to run after the play.
That was a dart by Cole Shively. Had some heat on that ball.
Irvine still getting separation on the outside. So Trojans in front line doing well. It's Caston trying to stop him here. Triton's knocking on the door with 4:14 to go here in the second. Up to Anthony Shue. He's going to try to follow his blockers. Anthony Shue rumbling all his way, and he'll punch it in from 17 yards out.
4 minutes left to go.
3 touchdowns for Anthony Shue here tonight as he puts his Trojans up 4 scores. Triton, all their touchdowns coming from the ground here tonight.
Looks like they're going for it.
Trojans going for 2.
Came on heavy set.
Shively punched in the last time the 2-point conversion was good. And he's going to try it again. And he'll walk it into the end zone as Ethan Howell pancakes, and then a flag after the play. 2 flags on the play. This one might be
Against Triton once again. I don't think Ethan Howell did it on purpose, but
a lot of dirty laundry here tonight.
Get that wash machine ready because it's going to be a full load.
At least here in this first half. I think they're going to call this 2-point conversion. They're going to call it good. But personal foul against the Comets. That's their 5th penalty here in the second quarter, as they're going to call a personal foul on Caston. And the Trojans will get ready. The 2-point conversion's good as they lead now 28, or I believe it'd be 30-6. Once we get this, I believe, right?
yeah.
With 4:03 left to go here before halftime. You doing okay over there, Rook? Trying to fire the crew up on the other side, waving your hands around?
What? No.
He's out there waving his hands around. I thought he was trying to fire up our away fans.
Oh, he's got a bunch of gnats over there.
It's like the camera needs bug spray.
It'll be all right.
I know.
So keep an eye. I'm going to look for Quinn and Kelly to have another good return. He's done a great job returning that football.
It's really fast.
The Triton's going to get pushed all the way up to the 50. Excuse me, to the 45.
Well, I expect a touchback right here.
Okay, so what's the over? Is Shively going to make it into the cornfield? The wind has died there. The wind is non-existent at this point. If Shively sends this one, it's a good chance it's going to hit the road out there. Kaden, make sure you follow that football. This one might be going a ways.
Yeah.
You have to go get it if it goes in the cornfield.
It's true. The new camera guy has to go pick it up. It is a thing.
Looks like Anthony Shue's running over on the sideline, too.
Shively now. Send a squib kick up to the middle. Caston will take it from the 20-yard line. I believe that was Sullivan.
Oh.
Runs right into Vinny Prater.
See if the Caston can't put 7 on the board for halftime.
Inside 4 minutes to go. So Grant Yaden on the carry, on the return rather. First down and 10 from their own 24. Been forced to kick on their last 2 possessions. Officials timeout as they're trying to get things set here. Next week we'll be at Bremen. And then it's a 4 out of 5 homestand to end out the season.
Yeah, we can throw that up here really quick.
We're almost at the halfway point.
Throw that up like
Crazy how fast it goes.
College football starting. NFL's back next week.
So they're at Bremen, yeah. Then we're Culver, Pioneer, North Judson, or then at North Judson, and then Knox and Winnemac.
course, volleyball's in full swing. Cross country's in full swing.
Yep, tennis.
Tennis is in full swing. At least for us, we don't play soccer. I imagine that's in full swing for other schools. Long conversation along the line there as they're getting everybody all out. Schaefer goes to work on the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the right. Of course, halftime we'll have the commissioner's corner.
Yep, we'll throw that up. Have a few other.
I believe I'll get stats from Coach Haynes and down in the booth. Kelly goes in motion. They're going to go to Sullivan, or excuse me, on the carry there, rather, was Jabez Yarber.
Looks like he's
Jabez Yarber, excuse me. The freshman fullback.
Riley Wood on the tackle.
Riley Wood all over the place. Triton's leading tackler coming into this one. For him, 17 total tackles and 2 sacks on the season coming into tonight. Doing a great job manning that middle spot. Like I said, he kind of has that Ray Lewis motivation, or that kind of like that. He'll pump you up kind of thing. You know, he just.
I'm going to start calling him Ray Lewis now.
I mean,
Ray Lewis the Lumberjack.
I'm telling you, just the way he plays is how he leads his team. Just does a great job. Yarber on the carry, and another job by Esai Lemler to blow it up. Cunningham also went on the tackle.
He's also everywhere, too.
Cunningham, I love. He's starting to come alive here in week 3.
Like this Trojan defense, they're just, you can expect 11 people flying towards the ball.
Shaver gets the offensive call from coach. They'll relay it to the troops, and they'll get set here. 3rd down and 9 with 2:40 to go here in the second quarter. Caston's offense trying to get things figured out, and that's going to be a time. I think Caston's going to use their final timeout as time was expiring. Kind of slow to get set, had to get set in a hurry as time was running out. Orion's telling you, we got. Oh, he's down underneath the score.
Yo, he like disappears.
Telling you what, he can blend in and move. You know, if you're Caston right now, I mean, you got 2.5. What are you telling your guys then if you're Coach Ulrich? I mean,
keep your head up, keep fighting, just play every play.
If you're Coach Whitaker talking to your defense, I mean, you're down there, of course. The air. I mean, they were winning a lot of battles through the air early on. They've kind of clamped down here in this last few drives for Caston. If you're Coach Whitaker, you've been in that huddle before. What's he telling his guys down there?
He's like, just play by every play, and then just don't allow any separation from your man. Don't allow anyone deep. Just keep your guy right in front of you and just make the tackle.
Keep an eye on the slot as Reichert's going to get tasked with covering Quinton Kelly. Here on the near side slot, 2 wide receivers split to either side.
We got a video issue.
Yarber in the backfield.
Act like you're on radio.
Schaefer now throws it across. Bobbled play as Cunningham almost comes away with it as Grant Yaden intended for him. Get it?
Yeah, we got her back. I'm not sure what the cable's.
We might need to put something there at halftime. We'll deal with it here in a minute. So 4th down now as the punt team back out. Further comments as the Trojans will change places. Dante Workman back to return.
Watch out for Dante. He can return it.
Dante's got some serious speed to him. His mom, Lindsay Workman, across the way, cheering on her son from the opposing sideline. Always shows up for Dante. I love, you know, Lindsay's one of my favorite parents across the way. She does a great job. Flag on the play.
Another flag.
Holding. They're going to call holding on the Comets. There's the Caston Comet kids behind us, still playing the backyard play of football. That'll move the Comets back now. It's 4th down and 14. You know, if you're Dante Workman, you keep it in front of you. This is a good spot to be in returner, short field.
Yeah.
Schaefer gets it off. It's a high kick. Good coverage by the Caston special teams. And it takes another cast and roll all the way down to the 39-yard line of Triton. Good coverage by the outside guys, the Gunners.
That was
for
a
the
good
Comets.
kick, yeah. They got there down in a hurry.
First down and 10 now.
2 minutes left. See if the Trojans can score once more.
You know those guys are hungry. Javen May out there in the wing back spot. Mari Snyder out there as a wide receiver. Riles in a tight end. Workman out right with Snyder. Anthony Shue off the right hip.
Watch Amari Snyder.
Cole Shively. Mari's got some quick feet too. He can cover a lot of ground in a hurry. Reverse to Javen May. Javen May has a seam. Up the middle. Javen May bouncing outside. Javen May still on his feet. Javen May getting brought down. And a horse collar call, I believe, coming here on the Comets.
A lot of dirty laundry. Oh, my word.
Javen May flips the field as he goes deep into Comet territory on that one.
You're going to have to hurry up and get that wash done for the second half.
7 penalties here on the Comets in the second quarter. 9 on the evening. 3 for Triton.
Officials are.
They're pointing towards Caston, so Triton will get moved up as he went from the 39 all the way up to the 34-yard line.
Officials are getting their work in tonight.
That's going to move him deep. All the way down to the 19-yard line. First down and 10. Well, go back. What a play from Javen May, doing some nice things, some strong running from him.
First play, yeah.
Nice carry by Javen May. Shively's going to keep it. Going to try to bounce to the outside. Shively out blocking in front for him. Cam doing a good job. But what a nice job open field tackling by the Comets.
They all.
Yeah, there's, 5 guys right there.
Quinlan Kelly and
They're
Gavin.
all there.
Gavin Molenkoff leading the charge. Triton going to go hurry up here now with 1:50 to go. Trying to catch the Comets off guard here. Quick conversation between Shively and Shue. Shue wants it up the left. That's where he's going to take it. Conley leading the way. Anthony Shue, another possible horse collar. Shue, I believe, is going to fall in. They're going to stop. They're going to tell him down at the 1. So Noah Hurd on the tackle. Shue takes it all the way down to the 1.
Watch this heavy set. If they come out in heavy set again.
That's what they'll be. Shively back. First down and goal. Shively's going to follow the convoy in and touchdown Triton.
You watch there. He can just pretty much just walked it right in there.
Yeah, dude. He
never got touched till he crossed the line.
That's a front line right there.
Watch this insert.
We got it.
Where you got it?
Yep.
Trojans putting up 3 scores here in this
Going for it again.
second quarter. As the Triton offense coming alive here in this second quarter. Shively back to work. Goes back to throw. Shue's going to get nice move by Shue, but can't bring it in. Did a good job undercutting the route there to get freed up on the out route. And that'll put Trojans lead up by 30 with 1:08 to go here in the first half. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm starting to kind of like it being out here on top of the press box. It's different. I mean, granted, you got the bugs a little bit, but minus that, it's kind of nice being up here.
Wait till it rains and it gets cold.
Well, until it rains and gets cold. I'm talking right now.
This is nice.
I'm not talking late September, October. I'm talking right now.
For what we've seen of that Bloomington picture, it is just as nice down there. Got their new lights put up.
Yep. We get to experience that next week.
Yeah, we get to sneak down and see images by Trent actually in action.
Exactly. It's my first college football game. I've never been to I've never been to a college, either basketball or nothing. This is my first.
Yep, I have not been
collegiate
to
game.
a football.
I like college. College is a lot.
Like Trent says, it's a lot faster.
Oh, it is.
He come back there for the first Triton game and watching, and he's like, gosh, these guys are kind of slow compared to those college guys.
Shively pushing it to the right. Muffed kick. Here comes the Trojans. I believe Triton fell on it,
Triton has it.
as I believe Molenkoff might have bobbled it.
Eastside Lemmer recover that one.
Fumble recovery for the sophomore. And Triton.
See Venny shoot that.
I don't know if we get.
He was about to recover it, but then you see Venny just come out and shoot out of nowhere.
Yep, just enough block
Yeah.
for our view.
A good heads-up play to fall and try to get there.
Trojans could score again before half.
A break for Triton with 1:03 to go. Trojans driving here again in Caston territory. Shively to work out of the shotgun. Shoe on the reverse now to Javen May. Javen May from 26 yards out. Javen May trying to get the outside. Shively trying to get there. Touchdown, Javen May.
Now there was a flag I seen out of the top of the screen off of the
Oh,
far side.
and that one could be coming back.
It is. The linemen already know it.
Holding, I believe, a holding call on the Trojans. Shively, the quarterback, all the way down there with Javen May. What did he call? He didn't call a hold. He did a different hand gesture there. Triton's fourth penalty of the evening. First one here in the second quarter. Now with 54 seconds to go. That was more than a hold. I'm going to move him way back here. Almost back, I believe, to the 40. Personal foul. Okay, what's that one?
I do not know.
Oh, a defensive player. Okay. So Trojans hit a defensive player.
Defense.
They hit a defensive player who's defenseless.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a crack block or
Crack
something.
block. There you go. There you go. Shively out of the shotgun, goes back to throw. Snyder down the sideline, going to leave it for Shoe. High pass. Shoe, 50-50 ball, brings it down. Anthony Shoe down to the 5-yard line from the 42. What
Wow.
a play.
Watch this.
Watch this instant replay.
Told you
The
he was going
good
to adjust.
protection, drops back, looks at Anthony, throws it, and he just goes up and almost shades of Randy Moss rips it from him.
Yeah, just rips it.
He just held on tight.
Number
Shively-
2 caught it for him, but he was like, oh, I'll take that.
Shively's going to take it, punch it outside, trying to cut back in. He'll slip and fall now.
30 seconds
I
going.
believe the Trojans are out of timeouts.
Yeah, they're going to have to hurry up if they want to.
Punch this one in, yeah.
They'd like to then get that running clock for that second half.
Shively, the ground's starting to get a little bit slippery out there as it starts to, sun goes down.
Nope.
Going to get a flag on the play.
64 jumped.
Yep.
If so,
Heavy. I can hear Riley already yelling it.
Tucker Worson will check in along the line. And it's going to be on the Trojans as they back it up. That's their fifth penalty. As Coach Younis wanting an explanation.
Well, they were going to go in heavy. See if they still do it.
So that'll move them back, I believe, to the 12. It'll be second down and goal.
And they are in heavy.
So here we go. 21 seconds to go. Triton's got to get going. Shively. Low snap, has to bring it up off the ground. He's not the bounce outside, but here comes the Comet defender. Shively trying to get through, still on his feet, goes down.
Yeah, he might just want, yeah.
I think that's going to be the end of first half. I think Younis is going to use his final timeout.
What do you do, kick a field goal or?
I mean, you're in cold.
I don't know.
You're well in Shively territory.
Yeah, but I could see you punching it in right here.
I mean, you can. I mean, the big thing is you're going to have to get Anthony Shue's going to have to get up on his horse. You can't go down now because you're out of ways to stop the clock before halftime. And, you know, throwing it, Triton hasn't done the greatest of jobs bringing in catches here tonight. So, do you go to the air? Who's the guy? I mean, Anthony Shue had better hands than that last one. Evan Bryles really adjusted. Who's that guy you're going to throw to?
Bryles has the height for a corner route.
He does.
Corner end zone, but.
You know, and they still might want to look at it because if they get this score, you know, gets that whole second half with the running clock then.
Yep.
So that might be worth a
field goal here would only put them up 33, as they'll still be 2 points shy of that running clock.
Yep.
And
Too bad they didn't hit that 2-point conversion earlier.
Yeah, and Caston is going to come out with the ball here in the second half as they kick to start the game. So they deferred to the second half. Workman and Snyder outright. May and Bryles here on the near side. Shue in the backfield. Shively's going to roll right. Going to go up over top. He's going to throw up high and out of bounds. 0.9 seconds, incomplete. Triton still has one chance left here.
I think they're going to kick the field goal.
I think that's what they're going to send out. They're sending out the field goal team as Shively a chance for his first field goal of the season.
Yeah, you're easy within Cole's range. See if
10,
you get blocks and a good hold.
26 yards out. 27 yards out. Wind is gone. We're going to get a flag on the play. Going to call it on the Trojans. That might just end the half, maybe. So legal substitute Triton, 6 penalties for them here in the first half. Third in this quarter. That's going to back Shively up. So legal substitution on the Trojans. Moves them back. Now it'll be about a 32-yarder. Kicks down, holds good. Shively drives it at the buzzer. And he'll send that back to the track. It's good. And Shively good from about 32 yards out as Triton takes a 39-6 score into halftime. So with that being said, we'll take a break and be back here after halftime. A word from our commissioner. And we'll be back after halftime on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everybody, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA. It's our good friend Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, I know it's not possible, but it is true. We will be 1/3 of the way through the football regular season after Friday night's contest around the state. So exactly where did all the time go?
You know, Bob, that's a great question, and I don't know if I'm getting a little older, time flies a little faster, but I can tell you,
yes, and yes.
as long as I've been doing this business, you hit week 1 in football. It's such a whirlwind in the athletic world with everything that's going on at a high school and in this office that all of a sudden the next thing I'll be looking at is I'll be sitting at the draw machine and drawing the tournament participants out for their for the show that you're going to put on here when you present the brackets, and literally we're prepping for that right now. And so the time, it just comes so fast, and you know. But you think about it, we go from 90-degree weather and high humidity, and when we finish this season, we'll be having jackets on and color in the trees, you know, and it's just that transition into fall.
Well, that transition in the fall is part of life, and we understand it. But if you're a student athlete in the IHSAA, you some of you are wrapping up your careers, and you're playing for championships. That's the whole idea. And in the not too distant future here, in about 3 weeks, we have a girls golf championship we're going to start playing.
We do. Girls golf kicks off September 16th is when our tournament begins, and then we finish a couple weeks later, and we're going to crown a state champion October 1st. So just inside of a month, we're going to have the first state champion. I
got to tell you, just as an aside, I've been rummaging through my house trying to find some important documents, and I came across the scoreboard from 1968, 1969, Plainfield High School basketball. You talk about cherishing memories, and that's exactly what it is. And so as we get started, that's how it is. Even at this age, I remember every one of those games, and that's what these kids are. Those are the memories they're putting together.
Yeah, they are. They put those memories together, and I know. But I'll put a question back to you, Coach. I mean, for me, I was always obviously played in the post a little bit, but the games that I may have had a high number of rebound or points. I don't remember those games as much as I did when I was 15, 16, 17. But what I remember are the lessons that my high school coach taught me every day in practice, challenged me to be a better person in the classroom and on the court, and allowed me to dream, to do things different than I thought I was capable of doing. And I think those lessons they speak louder to me today than they ever had in life. And I know, Coach, you experienced that, but I also know you were that mentor for kids along the way.
Well, I appreciate that. All right, week 3 of high school football continues to be a very balanced look all the way through the classes in football this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I was looking at the schools early this morning, the scores early this morning, and I typically study those a little bit. And the one thing, we do not have as many games finishing in the Mercy Rule as we've had in past years, which means which speaks to balance of the teams. And then we have teams that may not have been at the top of the heap that, by gosh, they're making some noise right now. And so, again, it's going to be a very balanced tournament. I really believe that. And we've actually seen that more in the last couple of years than in previous years. We've got our perennial teams that are going to be very good. Looks like Coach Hart's got the Brownsburg Bulldogs rolling well in football this year. And, there are going to be some that are favorites, but there's always a surprise. And that coach is working hard with his kids right now under the radar. And by the time we get to the draw show, you're going to know exactly who they are, and we're going to celebrate how good they are at that particular time.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. It's week 3 of high school football. Thank you so much, Commissioner. Have a great week, and we'll talk next weekend.
Thanks, Coach, and let's get out there and support those kids in your community by buying a ticket this week. So we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
IHSAA. This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the Comet Crater as we're getting ready for the second half. Triton leading here 39-6. Triton tonight, 16 first downs, 6 for Caston, 22 rushes for 284 yards for the Trojans' rushing offense, which is doing extremely well here in these first 3 weeks. Anthony Shue, another 150-plus yard game for him, 11 carries for 188 yards and 3 scores. Vinny Prater with 2 rushes for 38, and Shively with 7 for 27. 17 carries for 49 yards for the Comets, as Sullivan leading the way with 9 carries for 49 yards. The passing yards for Triton, 104 through the air, 84 for Caston, as Shively has passed 4 of 8, 50% on the night. For the longest one was 45 yards, as we saw earlier. And then Schaefer, 6 of 14 for 84 yards, had a lot of those coming in, a lot of success through the air in that first quarter. But average yards per play for Triton, as they have 388 yards on 30 plays, 133 for 31 plays for Caston. Average yards per play for Triton is just shy of 13 yards, 4.3 for the Comets. Triton has returned it twice for 26 yards here tonight, and the Comets 5 returns for 49 yards. Triton has fumbled one and lost one, and recovered one. Caston also fumbling here tonight. Triton 14 penalties in that first half combined between these two teams. 165 yards of penalties tonight between these two teams.
That's just the first half.
Triton with 9 minutes and 45 seconds of possession here tonight. 14 minutes and 15 seconds for the Comets as they're 2 for 3 on 4th down. Both teams not yet to convert a 3rd down here tonight. As Triton's receivers leading the way is Amari Snyder, 1 catch for that big 45-yard grab that he had. Anthony Shue with that big, he missed a couple of them, but came right back in that 3rd one, got that one. And Evan Bryles, 1 catch for 18 yards after the catch and run, and Workman 1 catch for 4. Yaden, 2 catches for 56 yards, 2 for 18 for Trigg, and Kelly with 2 catches for 10 yards. So we're looking at this group here, Tyler, for Triton. Defensively, you got to step up on the secondary because Caston's throwing the ball extremely well. They're not the second half. The second quarter, they played extremely well on defense. They capitalized a lot. They really started key on their receivers. They played better. But if you're on the flip side of that, Triton, if the ball comes to you, you got to get a grip on it because Triton, 3 big drops here tonight.
That's what I'm saying, and those drops were big too. But like you said, Anthony bounced back with a great catch. But
Evan did as well.
Evan did too. I mean,
and Omari got a good sure-handed catch.
Just
and Javen, that one where he kind of got there, wasn't quite. He was there. I'm not sure. I mean, after the injury in week 1, he just wasn't quite sure with his leg. I mean, and I probably
the
the ball
was the ball wasn't.
But
so we'll see. I mean,
and one thing like I really loved about Caston here tonight is they have fought hard. That first quarter, I'm looking now. Hey, they're making the Trojans sweat here in this first half. They did a great job. They just got to continue to keep battling. This is a group, tonight, right now, you've put up 8 points in the first 2 games. Try to get another one. Better yourself each week. These guys here in the second half just got to get things under control, keep moving that offense, and tighten down things on defense because Triton's 1 score away from a running clock. So, hey, come out, play hard. You get the ball to start off the second half. Try to walk down and put this one in the end zone.
You know that they're not going to stop fighting either. So,
and they've shown that these guys here, they're a group that has a lot of grit and toughness, very well coached. These guys here, they're doing a good job battling, but both teams need to clean up on the penalty department. 14 penalties in that first half combined. That's a lot. And for both teams, I'm sure the coaching staffs were having their words for these guys here tonight.
I already know what Triton's. I at least know what Triton's going to be doing next week, running for each penalty.
Hey, and that's the thing, You got to get yourself back under control. I mean, those penalties, that's free yardage you're giving, and that one led down to a Caston touchdown.
You're shooting yourself in the foot. You don't even know it.
And this is a seasoned group that's out there. I mean, these guys know better. It's time to clean things up. Caston, same difference. There's a lot of youth mixed in. There's a lot of older players for both teams. Just got to clean up in that penalty department.
You're 3 games in, so stuff should start getting cleaned up, and you should start playing better.
So Shively to kick, back deep to return is the speedster Quinton Kelly. Shively, high kick. As that's going to be Yarber to take it. He's trying to bounce it outside. Here comes Braden Cunningham.
Whoa.
And Vinny Prater with the big hit to take him down at the 25.
I like how Vinny hits. He's a freshman, but he's not scared to hit.
He's going to be I mean, either way outside of the ball, he's going to be an effective player. Only a freshman. Of course, up here with me tonight, Andy O'Hara with Tyler Amsden, Kayden Hummitch. Orion's down playing with the other camera. Down there in the end zone camera. He waves at me so he can hear us. And, of course, Kenny doing his thing on the computer.
Had a little technical issues tonight with internets in and out, but at least we got something going for you.
Hey, we got a spot up here up top. A nice night. The sun's going down. It's dark. The lights are on.
It's Friday night.
Yeah, I love Friday nights. They're good football tonight.
Tomorrow,
college football. You got the big games in slate tomorrow. Schaefer goes to work on the shotgun with 2 wide receivers to his right. First and 10 from his own 26. High snap. Bobbles. Here comes Eastside Lemler, and bringing him down on the far side is Landon Lemler.
Wow.
Bringing him down. Nice job by Eastside on the pursuit, but good job from Lemler to come off the block and get there for the sack.
So many Lemlers. You got Josh Lemler. You got Landon Lemler.
We got the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler down under the score. We got them all over the place.
Eastside Lemler.
So Oliver Trigg, who had a big play defensively earlier, had to run down Anthony Shue from behind. He'll check in.
What I like seeing this week is Riley Wood. He's bouncing back from a difficult loss last week, and then this week you can see that he's stepping up the leadership. He's stepping up his role.
I love the leadership from 42 down there. Doing a great job. Cunningham also doing a nice job in his interior linebacker spot. Schaefer, quick out. Threw it behind Trigg.
He's getting separation, though.
And the Schaefer's pass was really hurried there. The interior rush for the Trojans again, pushing the line back. Now to bring up 3rd down and 18. On their own 17 is Schaefer trying to move the chains again. 6 times in that first half for these Comets down the field. Schaefer goes to work out of the shotgun. Looks left. Comes back to the middle. Here comes Cam Shively. Schaefer elects to run. Has a big hole up front, and Schaefer's going to come close to a first down. Be a few yards shy, but what a run there on 3rd down.
What do you do here? It's really coach.
4th down and manageable. They got now their punt team has done a good job covering, but Triton's offense is starting to catch fire. I'm not going to get all.
I'm going for it.
I think you go for it. You're close. 4th down. Triton's keeping their defense out there wisely, trying to force a 4th down stop. Caston 2 of 3 on the night on fourth down conversions. Schaefer goes to work on the shotgun. 2 wide receivers split to either side. Schaefer drops back, plenty of time. Going to try to leave one up here to Yaden, adjust, and can't bring it down. Good defense by Cole Irvine. Knocks it down. And I believe a leg cramp as Grant Yaden couldn't bring it in, and Triton will take over.
Defense.
You know, it was good. He got there and got out in front.
Got a shoulder turnaround.
I mean, that was a good ball by That was a good ball by Schaefer. He put up that was good placement on the sideline. Nice little spot down the near sideline. Yaden made a nice play on it, but Cole Irvine bested him on the play. Good coverage by him to come in there and knock it away. Hope Yaden's okay. Those leg cramps, I'm telling you what.
They do hurt.
They hurt. I don't care what anybody says. That is painful. I mean, I'd rather do that and throw my back out, but still.
I'm not at that age yet where I throw my back out.
Don't look forward to it. Right, Kayden? You've seen the aftermath effects at home, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. And the before math.
Before, yeah, because the one night we wrestled, it may or may not have happened. I think that was your first win.
Moon is like.
Moon's all covered up. So, like I said, hope Yaden's okay as he gets some attention from the athletic trainer. Unfortunately, the only thing to kind of get rid of those, you got to stretch them out. Orion understands.
Drink some water.
He's working his way across to there in the far end zone. Do you think he's doing that to get his steps in on his watch?
Probably.
Well, I think he's finding out he's got the far end and he's trying to shoot all the way across. So go down to where the action's at. We'll try to get some of his video on here when we.
Remember, if Triton scores right here, it's the running clock.
Official substitution. And they're saying everything's good. They're trying to get the play clock going here. 25 seconds on the play clock. As it'll count down. 1st and 10 for the Trojans from the 32-yard line. Going to go to Shue on the outside. Anthony Shue, 180 yards in the first half. He rumbles forward. Anthony Shue still on his feet. Stiff arm. And here comes the Comet defenders to bring him down inside the 5.
Huge run. I like that.
27-yard carry on the play. At least I think it was from the 32.
Yeah.
So 1st and goal now from the 5. Shue up over 200 yards on the evening.
How many yards did you say he has on the season?
Well, he's over 5. He's over well over 400 now.
He's close to 500. Might be over 500.
I believe he set the rushing record last season. Looking to do the same here as a junior. Shue up the middle and punches it in. Beast mode from 6 yards out.
He's trying to break the record each year, and it's his own record.
Hey, what a play there.
Watch this instant replay. Good hole. I like that. I like that block by Landon Lemler in the line.
So now will be a running clock as they lead 45-6. Shively for the extra point. Doing okay down there?
Yeah.
Okay. Thought you had something to say. Sound like you're clearing your throat.
He's eating those bugs.
That's what he's doing. Good
Not
source
on
of protein. Shively splits the uprights yet again. And the Trojans take a 46-6 lead as there will be a running clock the rest of the way out. You know, if you're Caston, you did some nice things there. You know, the Schaefer run up the middle. Your offense is still moving. You know, your Triton defense, a lot better. We talked about it. I mean, they must have heard us talking because the coverage on the secondary was a lot better. They did a good job with the pressure to kind of throw off Schaefer's time because if Schaefer gets a moment, he's going to take off and run her, but he's going to pick apart the defense in the secondary.
That's what I'm saying. I like what I saw of Caston, though, coming out of the gate. See if they can go back to like what they started out in the first quarter.
And what I really like about this Caston, like their toughness, their grit. These guys, they're still out there. They're still encouraging one another. They're playing hard, you know, and it's tough. And you can test this, playing both ways for the whole game. I mean, now we see players doing it basketball. It's tiring, but football is a whole different animal. You're getting popped and hit, and
they're playing return kicks and
I mean,
kickoff.
They're doing it all. And, that's something I've always admired about Caston, their Ironman way of the way they do things and how they work down here.
You're definitely going to feel it tomorrow morning.
But, hey, they're going to come right back and work just as hard next week. Kelly back to return the kick as Shiley back now to send it down to the Comets straight. Nice kick all the way down. Kelly takes it inside the goal line, and they'll set up now at the 20 as a touchback. Another one for Cole Shively on the season. That extra point he had, or that kick they had a little while ago, it went back to the track.
Yeah.
If anybody caught that. He's getting close. Now, last year he did that, and it went, and I believe it hit and landed. Didn't it land in the back of the side-by-side?
I wasn't down here, so.
No, you might not have been down. I was at home last year. No, you wouldn't have been there. It was during harvest season. I dropped that thing right in the back of the Kubota, the mule, whatever they have.
I'm just waiting for it to go into the corn.
Don't tempt him because now it's dark. No one will ever find that ball. All right, Schaefer now. 1st and 10 from his own 20. Inside 8.5 to go in the third. Kelly and Yaden here on the near side. As Rodabush goes in motion. Tackle up front is Jabez Yarber. Might have got a yard. Maybe stopped at the line on the carry.
Looks like Pierce Brookins checked in for Evan Browse.
So the Trojan reserve starting to come out now. Can't tell. I think it's Corey Hill over there. Working the corner spot for Shively. Wayne Reichard's out there. Dante Workman, Cunningham, Riley Wood, Landon Lemler, Brookins, Worsham, Cam Shively, and Esai Lemler. The group out there for the Trojans. As Schaefer send Rodabush in motion. Big set for high pass. Here comes Reichert. Schaefer picks it up. Schaefer trying to get downfield. Workman and none other than Braden.
Way to recover that fumble.
But it was a nice pursuit. I mean, that was a good athletic play there from Schaefer. Had trouble pursued. You see it kind of here on the replay. It was a high snap, but he doesn't panic.
Yeah. That was a high snap. Way to recover, though. Grabs it. Wayne Reichert was right there, but just slips. And on the tackle is Dante and Cunningham.
Good pursuit as the play broke down. So 3rd down and 11 from the 18. They look to convert here. Both teams haven't converted a 3rd down yet tonight. Schaefer, nice pass across the middle, but Cunningham reaches up and knocks it away. Nice heads-up play there from the inside linebacker and Braden Cunningham. Braden's a guy who's, last year, came out of nowhere.
No, yeah.
I knew of Braden, but didn't know of him until last year. I'm telling you what, Braden, an impressive guy. Leading the team in tackles from that safety spot, now converting into that inside linebacker position as Schaefer goes back to kick.
Took over Hunter McIntyre's spot.
Done a great job. Cunningham, impressive player. Love the kid off the field. Does a great job. Schaefer, nice snap, has time. Eastside Lemler tried to get there. High kick. Workman's going to take it, and he's going to have to fall on it. At the 45, he thought he was going to go a little deeper. But Triton will take over from the 45 as the clock will run. Want to thank the Caston Athletic Department for making sure we got a spot here tonight and guiding us where we're going. Appreciate allowing us to come broadcast down here. I know it's tough.
Yeah.
You got a lot going on. You got another broadcast beneath us working here tonight, and you have the coaches all over the place. Really do appreciate them finding time for us here tonight.
Yep, she kind of heads up before we come down earlier in the week, kind of what we do all the time when we do go to away schools, just to give them a heads up what's available. And
so in now to snap for the Trojans playing under center is Braylon Fisher as Gage Riffle out there working out of the shotgun. Corey Hill on the right receiver right. Cameron Callahan, the big man here on the near side. Tucker Worsham's at left tackle. They try to get the players a chance to figure out as Hensley to check in. So a timeout for Triton as they try to get things sorted out. Brookins will be out there in the tight end spot for them. Out there also Kendrick Jones, Tucker Worsham. I believe Colton Reynolds out there as well. I think I got everybody. Nope, didn't get everybody. Also out there is Isaiah Haynes. Caston, you still got time here. I know timeout 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. You're training, but their attitude, these coaches, motivating these guys to come out. And it's tough when you don't quite have the numbers. This year, they had great numbers, 25 guys. They're really starting to grow this program down here. And, a great coaching staff, a great community down here. There's a bright future for this Caston group.
I remember when we had 25 to 30 guys, and now we have, 50 plus?
Yeah, these guys here, I know they love their football. I know they love their sports down here in Caston. Always have a competitive group on either the field, court, doesn't matter. Great attitude, good athletic department. Vinny Prater now is going to take off to the right side. Stiff arm. Prater trying to bounce to the outside. Flag in the backfield. Prater running angry up the far sideline. I believe this one will be coming back. So I believe a hold call on the Trojans. The 8th penalty on the Trojans, I believe, is the offensive line will make their way back.
I do not want to be in film tomorrow going over these penalties.
I don't think so. 15 penalties on the evening combined for the two teams. Callahan will come off the field. There might be a block in the back. It's a long way back for a hold. Oh, it'll be a hold against the. So 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down and long.
I like that run by Vinny, though.
Down in 21.
That's on that ball.
Good speed. Riffle now. Bobbles the pass. Has to fall on it, and I think Caston's got it. At least it looked good from here.
Announcers.
I think White still has it. Here's Brookins with the nice play to come up with the fumble. As the Trojan youngsters trying to straighten things out, as Overmeyer will check in.
Have to check to see. Orion might have got it on his feed. We'll see what he's got. I'm watching his replay here.
The Trojans, a penalty and a fumble backing them up deep here on this drive. As third down. And a lot from the south. Working with the south end zone to their back. Up the middle. Vinny Prater covers that ball up well. Vinny Prater down the sideline and gets pushed out of bounds. Nice play by Kelly to run him out, but Prater found the block. But one thing I just saw there from Vinny Prater.
He's holding on that ball now.
2 hands on that ball. I love the adjustment from the freshman.
Watch this instant replay. Good. That was a good block on the front line, too. He finds that hole and just kicks it right out to the outside, to the sideline. And one thing I do like is number 2's chasing them, too.
And Kelly not giving up. I love the attitude and the hustle by that young man. But Prater, I like it. He finds a hole and he just accelerates. He's starting to control, but the big thing was covered the ball up well on that one. That was a good play.
Reminds me of Anthony.
Overmeyer now in the backfield. And that's where we're going to go with it. Overmeyer trying to work out here the near side, trying to bounce outside. And nice play there by Yaden. Grant Yaden getting through the block of Colton Reynolds on the outside. And Yaden dealing with cramps again. An official timeout to stop it. Poor guy. It's the second one for him tonight. And that's tough. You can attest. You're playing the whole game. There's no time for rest. Those muscles will cramp. It's hard to kind of stay hydrated, too. You're out there. You don't really get to run back to the sideline for
a drink.
Get a berry sip, and that's about it.
You got to start at, Wednesday, Tuesday.
Well, and
hydrating.
And then you sit there, like I said, I came from Warsaw. You had offensive guys, defensive guys, special teams guys. Not many guys played both ways. And I come down here, these guys here in 1A and 2A that do play both ways, completely impress me. Their conditioning, how hard they work, because that's a lot of work. I don't care if you're 1A, 2A, all the way up to 6A. The fact that you're playing an entire game like that is extremely impressive.
Yeah.
Trying to get reset here. Clock will run. The nice carry from Vinny Prater. Overmeyer lost on that last carry. Second down and 15 from the Caston 30-yard line as Overmeyer trying to bounce outside. Overmeyer trying to find some space. They got to fly those 5 yards back as he gets pushed out of bounds with a nice pursuit tackle. I believe that was Kelly. That's who I thought it was. Hard to see those Caston numbers on the far side there. But good pursuit and tackle. Good run by Overmeyer to bounce outside, trust his legs, try to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing out of these JV players.
You know, this is the future of Triton football right here, and, you know, the numbers are good. You know, there's not one senior out there on the field right now, and there might be one. I don't know if there's a junior. Yeah, there's junior Tucker's out there. Up the middle, Prater rumbling hard and brought down. He clamped onto that football. Everybody was trying to pull away at it. The freshman, it was like his first paycheck. He wouldn't let anybody get a hold of that one. He clamped down. This is mine.
Oh, we got a
Trojan. It's Kendrick Jones shaking up.
There, wave. You're on camera there.
And Ryan's on camera across the way.
Yep, he's up to you.
I hope Kendrick's okay. Not happy.
No, he was punched in the ground.
And, you know, his left leg kind of extended out. I don't know if it's a cramp. Hope it is. I hope he's okay. You never want to see a player get injured. Both teams get a break here. Looks like a leg cramp. He's a backup. Coach May helping him to his feet. As Caston's athletic trainer will take a look at him. I want to thank these officials again here tonight for being here to officiate this game. As we've noted numerous times, you know, there's not a large number of officials, but
nope,
you know, we could be like California where they have a shortage and they don't have enough officials to cover games, so they got to play games on Saturdays and Thursdays and Fridays. They got to split it up, you know. But the opportunity for us to play on a Friday evening like this, you know, we got to really appreciate what we have. These officials traveling wherever they're coming from here tonight to take time out to officiate these games and teach these young men about football, and really do appreciate them. And I mean, all officials in volleyball, basketball alike.
Just remember, anybody that's listening, they can be a official too. They're looking for recruits.
I don't know. Kayden might end up being an official. He's ran the camera. He's talked. He's run the. You think you could be an official, Kayden?
No.
Better than me. You can still move. So 4th down coming up here for Triton.
4th down.
Nice job by Kendrick to kind of walk out under his own power. Tough kid.
Yeah, he is.
Riffle now back under center. Goes back. He looks to throw. He's got Callahan that elects to keep it himself and rumble forward. Not going to have enough for a first down. And Caston takes over from their own 20-yard line. And I believe that will.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they.
I thought it still runs even when you're changing possession.
That's what I thought. There it goes.
There he goes. So Caston will take over, and this will probably be the last play of the third quarter as we get ready to head to the 5th. Tyler, always appreciate having you up here. I know you got some other obligations, and we kind of had to impromptu. I didn't communicate very well. That's my bad.
Next week should be a fun game, though, to call.
Up in Bremen. Should be a fun one between two neighbors next week. Corey Hill here on the near side covering. I forgot Corey's a senior. Schaefer, nice pass to the outside side. The outside is Workman stops him. That'll do it for the third quarter. Triton leads 46-6. So take a quick break between the quarters. We'll take a break too and be back here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
All right, welcome back, everyone, as Triton leads here 46-6. Andy O'Hara alongside me is Tyler Amsden, Kayden Hummitch, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting on YouTube and the IHSAA Champions Network. I want to thank Coach Haynes yet again for stats. Schaefer continues to work from the backfield. Triton up over 352 yards of offense coming from the ground. Oh, man, what a play there by Triton. I set my... Knocked away there from Isaac Quintana.
Yeah, look at that. He almost had that.
Yeah, Kenny, you got replay now. He got it right in front. Nice job to jump the route there.
Half a step.
Ben McFarland's out there now for the Trojans. Brady Shue, the big man, along the line. Brookins on his left hip. Eastside Lemler playing the whole game, playing here on the defensive end spot. Colton Reynolds now out back. Overmeyer and Corey Hill also out there. Schaefer's going to keep and try to bounce upfield. Nice play by Reynolds to get up there and bring him down. Good play there from the freshman. That'll bring up 4th down. Anthony Shue, 220 yards of offense, 4 touchdowns for him.
Whoa.
As he had 219 week 1. He's got 220 here.
So, yep, just keep at it. Going to need that for next week.
Riley Wood doing a great job from his spot on the defensive stand here tonight. Penalties have calmed down a little bit since the first half. Schaefer works out of the shotgun. Going to go to Yarber. McFarland trying to rip it away, but a good open field tackling again by Colton Reynolds.
Boom.
Also Dante Workman in there on the tackle as well. And I believe Caston, did they convert it?
You say,
I think they were close. I'm pretty sure they're going to give it to them, and they get a first down right there. Another 4th down conversion for the Comets. It's their 3rd of the night. Ten minutes to go here in this one. Schaefer will bring his team out with a fresh set of downs from his own 31. Kelly in motion, going to go up to Yarber again up the middle. And the Trojan front, Pierce Brookins leading the charge. Reynolds again in on the tackle, and Vinny Prater as well along the line. Hope Sullivan's okay. Haven't seen him since the first half. Hope he's okay. So he was kind of the guy kind of leading the charge out of the backfield. Don't see him down there. 4 wide receiver set to the right, to the left. Yarber in the backfield with Schaefer. 2nd down and 10. Schaefer with the snap, drops back, looking to throw. I'm sorry, not Schaefer is no longer in the game as the pass there from Gavin Molenkoff to Oliver Trigg is incomplete. It'll be now 3rd down. Schaefer done for the night. And Schaefer, another one that was really impressive here tonight. The quarterback, Kayden, did some nice things.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some stuff to build on. It's week 3. This Caston group's going to continue to work hard. Good coaching staff for that team and for Triton, a team who made some adjustments here through the first quarter. Defense kind of clamped down to get that offense going, and then they played a lot better from that 2nd quarter on. Molenkoff out of the shotgun, 3rd and 10. Looking right, high pass, too high for Kelly. Incomplete as that one falls to the ground. And 4th down coming up. Coaching staff, Molenkoff had a guy open in there in the flat, had a good look there, just overshot him, just got to settle those feet down, control those nerves. Molenkoff only, I believe, a freshman this year.
So get him in, get him some time.
And the game's faster. Right now, this guy's getting time as a freshman. And in a Caston, you get time early on, and these guys, when they're seniors, we're seeing some good seniors out here playing tonight, Kenny.
Yeah, that's what they need. Just this game's far enough along now. Get these guys in, get some time. Be ready for it years down the road.
Future's bright again for this Caston football team. Molenkoff throws the flat. Good pass over there to Kelly, but good pursuit by Overmeyer and Corey Hill and Vinny Prater. And Pierce Brookins finishes the charge.
Took 3 of them.
As the defense will track out and the Trojan offense back out on the field. You know, one guy for me tonight that's really stood out is Quentin Kelly, the 5'9", 920-pound senior. Number 2 for the Comets, has done a great job. Very good athlete, strong player. No quitting this guy. I love it. And that offensive line doing some nice things. And Petrie Duval, one of the juniors. It's a young offensive line. These guys will be back here next year. Very impressive group. Orion's still down there.
Yep, trying to use his speeds when we can.
So Trojan offense getting set. Connor Stetzel will check into the wingback spot as Riffle back under center. Overmeyer and Prater in the backfield. Brookins in the tight end spot here near side.
Get going. We're getting run out of clock here.
And it'll be a penalty on the Trojans.
Yep.
As a late substitution as these Trojan players trying to get things figured out, as Addison Hammond late to get on the field. The freshmen are trying to get these guys some time. Now that's kind of part of it. You got to kind of keep your head up and learn, hey, am I supposed to be in kind of thing? You know, this is a learning experience for them.
Yeah, be ready, right? When that, these getting into this last part of this game, being ready to know, hey, I got to get in. This is game time.
You know, and these freshmen for both sides, getting that time is very valuable. The speed is different than middle school. So the Trojan offense backed up 5 yards after the penalty. 5:43 to go in the ball game. Gage Riffle back under center. Going to go outside to Overmeyer. Good cut up field by Overmeyer, trying to bounce outside a stiff arm. Overmeyer trying to get up through. Good gang tackling by the Comets. Good pursuit by Yarber to hang with him.
Good play.
Just right yellow right there out of bounds.
It's a flag on the play. Might be on Caston. Didn't see any other Trojans in the vicinity. As the penalty occurred on the 30. They call hold. Face mask against the Trojans on the stiff arm from Overmeyer. So 3 penalties. And hands to the face. That'll move him back.
Yeah, trying to get that arm out just to get some more room, but yet get those fingers in the right spot. And once you get, and then that's that natural tendency to grab as you're going out of bounds to falling down, and just didn't get them in the right area.
And, you know, it's kind of tough in that running back position. For years, they taught you put the hand in the guy's face, and now that's just something they're trying to get rid of. That's just as bad as a face mask on the defense. Riffle goes back under center. Braylon Fisher to snap. Up the middle to Vinny Prater, clamps down and gets a couple yards on the carry. So Triton will improve to 2-1 on the season as they get ready to take on their rival to the north in Bremen next week.
Be at Bremen.
Yep, be at Bremen.
Weather permitting, we'll be.
They're inside or outside.
Yep, inside, outside. Last time we got to do the visitor side.
Yep, we'll see if we get to do it. We'll hope the weather's nice. We can be outside again. Caston will travel to Pioneer. Other action here tonight in the Hoosier North. Culver's at Knox, LaVille, and Pioneer. But we'll have to get an update on that one. North Newton's at North Judson, and North White is at Winnemac here tonight. As Riffle rolls left, looking down the field, has Cunningham, airs it out down the field. Cunningham brings it in at the 20 and down to the 15. Good pitch and catch from Gage Riffle all the way down to Callahan.
Nice.
See what we got on a replay on that one.
Watch him roll left, doing a good job. Watch, and Callahan gets some nice separation. Couldn't see that down the field, but a good catch down there. He gets brought down. Good pursuit by Kelly to hang with him.
Watching location of that ball just to know to hesitate enough to catch it.
Did a good job there. Just zoomed out a little bit more. Doing good, Kayden. Kayden's done a good job. Kayden, I told you at halftime, doing an impressive job. You liking the camera work, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Got to give Orion those breaks. Overmeyer trying to bounce outside, trying to get the corner, and Caston shuts it off.
Ooh.
Yeah, that time he didn't put the arm out.
Didn't put the arm out. Good open field tackling by the Comets. So second down. I believe he got 5 yards on the carry, bouncing it outside. There's a good lead block out in front there by Addison Hammond. Well, my Tigers didn't do something that they didn't do when I was in high school, beating Plymouth 70-0 tonight.
So does that mean the clock runs double time?
I have no idea, but we never beat Plymouth when I went to Warsaw. Vinny Prater all the way through, clamping down, trying to push the pile.
Wow.
That'll be third down and short coming up. Gain of 4 on the carry. I called one game from Plymouth, called 2 at home, and that Plymouth team back when I was in high school was a really good football team.
Yeah, that rock pile, that was the...
Oh, that was a place. That was a fun place to call a game. But you talk about an atmosphere.
Oh, yeah, I imagine.
Woo.
And then, like you said, that Labor Day weekend with the Blueberry going on just has that much more
excitement to it. But, Bart Cooter's doing some nice things over there in my alma mater. Prater back up the middle, rumbling forward, gets the first down as he gets inside the 5 to the 4 as time running out. As we get ready to get week 3 finished up here to week 4 next week. So Triton will play their 3rd away game of the season. So they'll have one more after that. It'll be at North Judson after next week's away game.
Hard to believe it's already a week, almost 4.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. It goes by fast.
It does.
It goes by fast, and Kenny's going to be busy here in a couple weeks.
Do have a LaVille score.
And we got a flag on the play as Overmeyer's going to try to punch it in, and he will punch it in for him, but he'll be close. They're going to wave off the touchdowns with the penalty.
With a minute 44 left in the third quarter, Lancers still up 33-8 at Pioneer.
And LaVille was favored heavy. That LaVille team, as we saw them last week, and I said after the broadcast, and I told their coaches, you guys stay healthy. This is a team that could have a very good shot to making its way to Indianapolis.
That Pioneer team years in, years out, it was just tremendous. If you scored, that was almost a win.
Oh, yes. Everybody. That Pioneer, with those great teams that they had out there. When I came in, that
that was
impressive crew. My first year getting a call, and
he's like I say, hey, we scored. We scored maybe twice.
And we were one of 2 teams that year to score on the Pioneer. That was a big win for us. That high-powered Trojan offense that played them in the regionals.
So with them getting
Kaiser
in a little bit of a rebuilding down there, but that'd still be tough.
Coach Younis talking to his group as the Trojan offense back out on the field. 39.9. Like I said, these Caston boys, these fans hanging out for their kids here tonight, an impressive group. I understand the scoreboard, it doesn't look as pretty, but they did a lot of good things. These guys have a lot of heart, and I know that's something that doesn't translate quite to the scoreboard, and I know it's not the biggest thing, but the attitude, the hustle by these guys is something extremely special. And these guys got a long road ahead, but the future is bright for Caston football. And Triton's football, they got back in. They got a good win here as they're going to go up with a nice winning record against Bremen, trying to get some momentum and going into the next week. As we hit the almost the midway point. Boy, it's hard to say already.
Jeez.
For real.
Griffel now, 39 seconds, was going to kneel it here, and that's going to do it. Trojans are going to win this one 46-6 here tonight, as I believe one more. Well, I don't think they're going to run another play. I think that's going to do it.
Yep, just let her.
It's close.
They didn't do it quick
enough.
Did it too quick. Got about 2 seconds.
I think they're going to call it. That's going to be it. They'll shake hands. Triton wins here 46-6 here tonight. Wait for Haynes to send me up here and send me the stats here in a moment. Hey, Brandon, you going to send stats one more time, please? So like I said, appreciate everything.
Good game from both teams.
Yeah, it was a good game. Kayden, for you, what was the things out here you saw that worked really well tonight that you like to see from both teams? That you like seeing from the both sides?
They both had some good long runs, and that was good for both teams.
Well, and then you had but then some things, a lot of things to work on, which, week to week, you always got to work on something different. For Kayden, doing a great job running the camera, working hard, getting him trained in here. His stats are getting close to getting sent up here, I believe. Like I said, next week we'll be at Bremen. Don't know if we'll be inside or outside, but we will be there. Either way.
At least that won't be as far as Trek as it was tonight. A little bit closer to home. What if we can figure out how to get across 30?
Well, I don't think I got to come from Grand Rapids tonight, next week either. That was a bit of a trip. You had to hold the fort down this week, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
Of course, like we said, of course, we'll have volleyball next week, and cross country will be here tomorrow. So
Yep.
keep tabs on that, and Orion does a good job getting those scores out from each sport. So keep an eye out for that. As we get a couple more seconds on Brandon here. 46-6. So like we said, big win for Triton here tonight. Caston some things to work on, but this is a group that's tough. Appreciate the Caston Athletic Department again for making sure we had a spot up here and helping us out get set up. Appreciate that.
Like you said, we'll put that schedule up here. So that Caston win tonight, and we'll be at Bremen. And then we'll get back at Culver and Pioneer at home, and then we get to travel down to North Judson on that 30th. And then get this back at home again for Knox and Winnemac, and then see how that new sectional draw, see which direction we got to go. And a little different this year over past years with the realignment.
There it is. We'll wait a couple seconds here. So offense here tonight, Triton 20 first downs on the evening, 35 carries for 360 yards. Anthony Shue leading the way with 13 carries for 220 yards and 4 touchdowns. Vinny Prater, 7 carries for 87 yards. Cole Shively, 7 carries for 27 yards for 2 touchdowns. And Javen May, 1 carry for 27 yards on the evening. Triton's passing yards, 139 yards through the air. Gage Riffle, 1 pass for 35 yards you saw there a moment ago to Callahan. 4 of 8 on the night. For Cole Shively, 104 yards along of 45 for him here tonight. 44 plays for the Trojans here tonight, 503 yards, averaging just under 11.5 yards per play. Fortunately for both teams tonight, 18 penalties. Triton 11 for 113 yards. Got some cleaning up there to do. 1 punt for them tonight for 28 yards. Had the ball for 22 minutes and 19 seconds of the game. Went 1 for 4 on third down efficiency. Leading the way receiving was Amari Snyder with one catch for 45 yards. Anthony Shue, 1 catch for 37. Callahan, 1 catch for 35 yards. Evan Browse, 1 catch for 18. And Dante Workman, a catch for 4. Schaefer led the way. 7 passes, 7 of 20 on the night, unfortunately. 88 yards for him and an interception, a long of 33. Sullivan, 9 carries for 49 yards lead the way, and then leading the way for the catches was Yaden, 2 catches for 56 yards. Triton had 2 scores in that first quarter, 1 score for Caston, then Triton opened the floodgates in the second, putting up 25 points in that second quarter, and then 1 score here in the second half, won the game here, 46-6. So we're going to hang it up here for Andy O'Hara, for Tyler Amsden, Kaden Hummitch, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Ryan Lemler. We'll see you next week, and until next time, remember the Trojans way.